Ben 10.
It's Ben 10. Yeah. Animo's giant frog, giant mutant frog.
Mm-hmm.
One of the best designs for giant frog.
Dr. Animo is the best.
So,
Dr. Animo's a crazy motherfucker. This is why he's awesome.
Fucking furry.
so you guys want to catch me up on what exactly happened after I left last time?
The bodies of the homunculi were charred and their heads cut off and put into bags of holding, so unlikely to regenerate.
Unless they somehow attached to each other.
They're going to have full-grown homunculi popping out of a bag of holding later.
I'll just put collars on.
Then Taxi shot the crap out of Adamanta.
That's allegedly.
Allegedly, I think I have the.
Why are you running? Why are you running?
Yep. Let's see. There's all of that. There's all of the chat log of that. Yep. There it is. So yeah, definitely shot. And that's.
I'm assuming she's bleeding out at this point.
Yes.
You just accused him of murder and he left.
To walk in the front door and turn on the computer. Oh.
I can heal her. Like, Roman's kind of traumatized right now. Like, he thought the fighting was over, and he knew Adamanta was, crazy, but she was calm now.
It was an accident.
Didn't you cause hold
gun
person
safety
on
is
Adamanta?
not Taxi's strong suit.
Gun safety.
Trigger discipline, Taxi. Trigger discipline.
No, I didn't cast it. What are you talking about?
That means use the trigger for discipline, right?
Exactly. Trigger discipline is pull the trigger a lot on both guns. So at this point, I actually think that Raph would have just stood and just watched. And then would actually go up to Raven and say something along the lines of, thank you for your timely vision and your assistance. I don't think any of us expected the danger you sensed to actually come from within the group. Could you please take the orphan back to the town? She shouldn't see what's about to happen.
Mm-hmm. Definitely. And I'll take these with me as well. They need to be buried, of course. And can't really bury them in stone.
Good plan.
I'll stop her. They don't need
Yes.
I'll take care of it.
Very well.
Then as they're walking out, we'll walk towards Adamanta and draw my sword.
Okay.
Are we killing her? Do I need to pick her up?
No. So at that point, what I'll do is prise open her jaws with my sword.
Okay.
Reach into my pouch.
Slide the barrel in.
Reach into my pouch and pull out a good berry.
Okay.
Crush the good berry and let sort of the juice dribble into her mouth. And then put the sword right in the hollow of her throat.
Okay. So that'll give her 1 point of health, meaning she's not dying anymore.
Nope.
And she's now conscious.
Yes. God, does that hurt though?
So is she conscious and looking at me now?
She's sort of trying, but very unfocused gaze.
I'll give her a second until she sort of snaps out of it.
All right. Eventually, she's able to focus on you better.
Adamanta of the Blue Dragonflight, by the authority vested in me as the third claw of the Silver Pack, I declare you persona non grata and banish you from the side of the pack for a period of 10 years. If we or any other Silver Claw sees you, you will be killed on sight. Do any of the Silver Claws present object to the summary, judgment, and sentencing?
No.
You see Hogarth kind of look down and take a step away, like he doesn't really know what to do.
I mean, I vote couple more rounds to do the job, but I guess. Yeah, we'll go this route.
7.
I'm shuffling through my bag, messing with the faces.
Hogarth.
I shake my head.
Hearing no objection, you have 60 seconds to get out of my sight. And then I'll withdraw my sword, sheath it, and turn my back. That's it. Anybody?
No, I can
Bueller?
hear you. I'm waiting.
Yeah, say I'm waiting for the go around.
Oh, sorry. I'm just watching the large bitch walk away. If she turned around, my shooter.
I think Flavor's internet might have disconnected.
Allegedly. Yep, I think so.
Probably.
Alleged internet.
Quite possibly.
Well, he's reconnecting. I'll be right back.
Yeah, there we go.
Oh crap.
Did you hear half of what you
good.
said?
That's what I'm wondering.
You probably heard up to third claw, and then it cut.
Yeah.
That would suck. We got set free from jail by the king, who's apparently not dead.
Yeah, and we got attacked by a kraken, and I got to be a beach ball.
How
Am I
much
back?
did you hear?
Hopefully I'm back.
You're back.
I got to 7, and then...
Okay,
7? Okay.
at least you got the whole speech.
Yeah, I was about to say.
We thought it might have cut out around third claw or something like that.
No. I got the whole speech.
Anyway, I'm
Say it.
raging through my bag, messing with the faces.
Taxi, you already
Alright.
said.
Yep.
No objections, and
Hobart
James is
doesn't
gonna-
have-
Shocker. Taxi has no objections.
I know. Honestly, I thought that you guys would object and want to kill her.
No.
I haven't been here for a couple sessions. I don't have that right.
I already kinda did that, and you took the privilege. It's okay though. It's all right. No grudges.
No grudges, but totally brought it up as if there were.
What's a good RP if you can't hold stuff against people?
Alrighty. So you have now banished Adamanta, who is going to dazedly walk away.
You're going the wrong way.
I shoot finger guns at her.
She's going the wrong way?
See?
I
She's
don't remember
leaving.
where we are. This fog of war thing confuses me
Yeah.
between sessions.
Down
Ah.
is it's like all
Down
the way
is out.
down here is the exit.
Okay.
And there's absolutely no way that's going to come back and bite me in the ass later.
Nope.
Nope, totally not.
Definitely
it'll be
not.
fine. You got this.
Absolutely no way that nothing you just did will come back and bite you.
Nope. Nah, I got a candle. I get third
Note
level
to
spells.
self: have Raph get eaten by dragon. Okay.
That's fine. I have
It
dragon
won't be
slaying magic.
Adamanta though. It'll be a real dragon.
Oh, burn.
I have dragon slaying magic. You're all right.
By the way, it's something to keep in mind for elves and half elves against the homunculi. It's the Fey ancestry.
Yeah, can't be charmed.
You have advantage.
Or, yeah.
Can't be put to sleep.
Oh, Taxi the Dragon Slayer sound good to everyone?
How about a short rest?
I can use it.
Taxi Evasion the Dragon Slayer. I like it.
Has a ring to it.
You see Hogarth kind of like shakily reach for his fancy instrument and start playing the Song
Oh.
of Rest.
I see. Interesting.
You doing alright
just-
there, Hogarth?
I'm gonna make more bullets during
No, not
Alright.
really.
If you're going to make more bullets, you will have noticed that the glow from your revolver has seemed to have dulled a bit.
Alrighty.
Additionally, the other thing you guys would have noticed is that
Are you kidding?
during that fight, the weapons that you picked up from those chests, their bluish glow was diminishing during that fight until it would have been gone.
Okay.
However, those of you who are magically inclined, which would be basically all of you, would sense even more magic in the air now.
Magic in the air.
And then Raph would be the only one who has not taken.
I'm gonna be spinning hit dice, yeah. Sorry.
Yeah, and you get 3
just making sure.
additional dice.
3 additional points to every hit dice.
I think it's just 1.
Okay.
Uh,
Yes, okay, just 1. Gotcha.
Basically, just 3 extra hit points when you spend a hit die.
I'm just having problems with my roll 20.
Yo.
That's no good. Seems like everyone's having connection issues.
Yep, okay, I'm back. Now I can actually roll stuff.
Odd. Next. Needs to be off.
Oh, there we go. There's an 8.
I rolled 2 and got a 2 and a 1.
yeah, that the Bardic Inspiration die was supposed to go up to a D8. And for Song of Rest as well. I don't know if it matters for this roll, but I'll go ahead and up it for next time.
I can roll a d8 if you want and say you take that instead.
No, I'm fine with the 3 for now. I should have checked it earlier,
Alright.
but it was supposed to be a D8.
Ooh, that's another good one.
Yeah, baby. If you need any healing, I have some healing spell slots I can give you.
I've got 2 spell slots left myself for first level at least, so I'm just being a little parsimonious here. 28 out of 38. I should probably go ahead and spend 1 more.
Did the homunculi have anything on them?
They may have, but they were burnt to a crisp. So, what you can find on them is probably going to be pretty limited to pretty much anything metal, maybe.
Or
You did
Even that would be
magical?
pretty hot.
Fireball. They're only orange fires. Maybe a little yellow.
Still, you burnt them to the point that they were like burnt to a crisp, is what you said, right?
Hey, Zankus,
I was shooting for ash.
What's up?
you see how the chick who betrayed us ended up? Just take note, buddy. I like you, though. As I look,
Here.
man.
My memory's
see-
kind of blurry.
You see Hogarth look really concerned, like, please don't shoot Zankus, he's my friend.
So was Adamanta to start eating you.
She wasn't really a friend. She was more of a person we had to be around. She kind of scared me a lot. I didn't want her to get shot either. She wasn't bad.
I like go up to pat Zenka's shoulder, but I can't even really reach.
I bend down to let him touch my shoulder.
And he cast shocking grasp.
And I cast bullet.
Right in
thought
the
she was a
temple.
friend.
Just do the right thing, man. Just do the right thing.
What's the right thing with Taxi though? That's
When
the
you can't
question.
do the right thing, do
It's
something
like
illegal.
He'll
I
let you
take
know if you
it.
don't
I
do
take
the
it
right
literal, and I always take right turns, everything. Taxi said I
Always
can't take a
go
left.
He said he'd shoot me if I went left.
thing. Well, I only go left. Way to split
Yeah,
the
but
party.
going right. But if you go right, you go off a cliff.
Oh
Well,
shit!
Well, you gotta make 3 rights.
Well, that's why I readied up.
It's gonna
the
take me a little
car.
longer.
Yeah, it's gonna take you a little longer to get where you're going.
So during our short rest, as I understand it, you can do sort of some things, just nothing strenuous.
hmm
But these homunculus bodies are nothing but ash, or like crisped corpses now.
Yeah.
Okay, so there's not much to investigate as far as
Are they regenning?
basically dissecting them is what I was
I
thinking. like they
add
did
some of
with,
the ash to one of my wasp rolls and smoke them.
They would be slightly regenerating over time, though.
Sweet.
That is
I
good.
smoke it.
So.
That's gonna be a hell of a lung rot.
I want to actually take the bodies and tie them up. Not that it'll do much, because they're probably pretty strong.
So I'm suddenly regretting not letting Raven take them and deal with it.
We can handle this. We
Do
can
they
have
need to be buried on consecrated ground?
might help.
No, one of them just needs to be buried somewhere, and the head
The
needs to
only
be
one-
buried underwater.
Yeah, the head
Yeah.
needs to be underwater. I got the heads.
Running water specifically.
Alright.
So now, I have the feeling we need to deal with that before they come back and literally bite our asses.
Yeah. I don't
Nobody
want to
got
fight them.
drained,
I
did they?
I still
Nope.
have these.
Yes, I did. I wanna
You
say-
did?
I want to say yes, because I got hit a lot. I went through 2 wild
I
days.
don't. I think you were
Taxi
able
got drained?
and I went down to like 9 HP. So I'm assuming some of that must have been a drain.
But when we're discussing about what to do with the bodies, I'll like pull out those red collars we still have, and it's like we could use these on them.
Yeah,
Mm.
but didn't Jackus say that they wouldn't work well on strong-willed people?
Maybe.
I mean, are vampires really strong-willed? Eh?
They seem to be.
Oh, we can time we can leave them here. Chances are, if we buried the bodies and not the heads, the bodies would just claw
So-
their way out anyway.
Just out of curiosity, how are we gonna use collars on headless things?
That's
Just
We-
throw that out there.
We put it on the neck and then attach the head. It'll grow back. It'll
Why didn't we
reconnect
just
and
go
it'll be
outside?
there.
Didn't we?
I'm starting to think Adamantha needs some traveling company.
Why don't we just go run outside to where the tree ant is? Where I sent the tree ant, because that was right by running water. We'll just hold them there, bury them. I can just use mold earth. It'll take, less than a minute.
I mean, are we done in this awful place?
We've still got another wing to explore on the eastern side.
We can go
which
up
we can
here.
probably
Yeah,
cruise through
but-
now that we know what to look for on traps. And then
For
there's
why?
whoever's on the north side.
Can we not say we did?
I mean, I could have just shot the crow and I mean, what? Hogarth, that's horrible.
Wait, what?
Yeah. We can
We were hired to
leave.
clear this place out.
Well, it's missing some homunculi.
Which means we might have already taken care of the hard stuff, and it might just be loot left.
And the weapons that were in those boxes, kind of like, once we
Well,
killed
I
them.
made it to here, and then some bad things happened to a dragon lady, so we're good up to here.
I don't like these statues. I feel like they're gonna come alive.
We're gonna search for traps around here.
Mm, I mean, we can.
Cast detect magic. That helps.
And I'll dispel the magic that you detect.
And I'll counterspell your fucking dispel, man.
I'll shoot you in the face with Texas gun!
I'll shoot you in the face with
He
my
has a
gun.
It's okay, Hogarth. It's okay. Take a deep breath.
Wizard battle! Wizard battle! Mage hand. Dispel magic on my mage hand. Please waste that 3rd level spell slot.
No, I'll use fireball on your mage hand.
Counter spell. It's 3rd
Oh,
level.
counter spell, yeah.
Whoa.
Oh,
I assume that. Yep, that's the range of your.
Yeah.
That's actually a really good idea.
It's a little brighter than I wanted, but I'm terrible at colors, so.
Oh well.
Now, if I can make it through the session without taking hit points off of my little light stick, I think it'll be good. Do you think you can just give light to my character and we assume he's carrying it, like behind his ear,
Sure.
if you don't mind?
And then we'll
Just
come
'cause
to
I
the
keep-
time where you're like,
keep
I
hitting
throw
the-
the stick in there, and he's got to redo it all.
But I can keep the stick and just leave it somewhere else.
Well, the stick has what? 40, I think.
I
No, it just
can't
has
see.
60.
2020. 20 dim, 20 bright.
Okay.
Oh, but yeah, I see dim light as bright light.
Oh shit, we're moving.
You do seem, and you all would see dim light as bright light, right? So
Where did we go to?
there we go. Now everyone should be able to see Raph
Mhm.
with light. Can everyone see Raph's light?
Yep.
Thanks, man.
And there's your detect poison and disease.
Cool. So I'm gonna step forward a little bit with 7. So we kind of minesweeper this.
He gets the signatures. I get them.
Beep beep.
I like the color that
Beep, beep,
appears
beep.
when you both are overlapping each other. It's a good color.
I can't see 7's color.
Yeah, we can't see.
What?
They can't see the ones that we put on.
Oh, that's weird.
The ones the DM puts on, somehow. We had that happen with Paladin. Psycho put
There you go. I took mine off.
his aura of stink on him. So we always knew when we had a save bonus. Because it's an aura. I mean, it's like, it's always going to be there. For 10 feet.
So this is super metagamey and rather paranoid just because
Not
you
you.
asked, and you probably just asked it to make me paranoid. But I am detecting poison and disease. Do I feel myself being poisoned or diseased?
I mean, did you get drained?
I think I did. I don't really remember 100%.
I don't think I remember Taxi getting drained. I think he was the only
I
one who
didn't
got
get
drained.
drained.
Somebody got
I
drained.
never even got hit.
I think it was
It's
me, yeah,
Raph.
because I got
It
down
would-
to 9 hit points and
it
went
would
through
have
2
to
wild
be-
shapes.
Would have had to been Raph.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
Or-
so. It must have been me.
'Cause
I
I
mean, I
took-
got grabbed a
It
lot.
was either you or me, because I took one hit that did a lot of damage.
That was from Adamanta.
Oh, yeah,
Drain-
yeah.
Yeah,
You took the
drain
hit from.
crit.
Yeah, the drain crit. Yep, that was right. Because the drain hit the spider, critted it, knocked him
Oh,
out.
yeah.
and then-
That was it. Yep. So yes, not only did I get hit, I got crit. So
Yes,
God help
you
me.
would detect disease on yourself.
Oh Jesus.
We got to put you down, Raph.
Would you- oh,
And now you would also start to feel a slight headache starting to well up in the back of your head.
guys, I got some bad news. I don't feel too good.
Don't turn into ash.
I mean, You played patty cake with a thing that had mouths on his hands. I didn't think you'd feel great.
And also, I didn't prepare Lesser Restoration.
Yeah, I was gonna grab that spell, but I figured our druid would have it. So I went with Dispel Magic.
I didn't prepare it either.
I'm not a very clever druid.
I have that.
Yeah. Yeah, I figured since me and you were both off healers, we could alternate who has what healing spells.
Yeah, absolutely.
Eh, it'll be
I mean,
there.
because I also don't use a lot of spells, so I can prepare the things that might be
Useful.
used. Yes. 'Cause apparently, I can only prepare spells with concentration, is what my current prepared spell list looks like. I don't know
Nice.
why or how I managed to do that,
What,
but
do
I
you want
did.
a pillow?
So can I roll? Is there any kind of check I could do, whether it's survival, religion, or nature, or any history to
Medicine.
determine anything about what might be afflicting me? Now that I sort of detect that I'm diseased.
I'll come over and put a hand on your shoulder to help inspire you while you think about that.
Thank you.
You get to add a D8.
You got the herpes because you had random mouths all over.
And I'm gonna touch myself too.
I take my hand off of you as you have the herpes.
Okay. Yeah, roll nature and medicine.
All right.
Hey, stairs. Hey.
Yeah.
Add a
so-
D and add a D8 to one of them.
Okay.
I can
Yes,
inspire you
stairs.
for both,
Also,
I
you
guess.
are detecting quite a lot of magic, and especially magic that seems to be linking together the statues on that pedestal there. By the way,
Constructs.
7.
Why are
Um,
we still here?
Can I use the
Just
bardic
to suffer.
inspiration after I've rolled?
Yes.
Yes,
Okay, so
but
let me
before the
roll.
DM says if it succeeds or not.
Gotcha. Okay, so sorry, you said something in medicine.
Nature and
Nature and
medicine.
medicine.
All right.
Jinx.
God help us all. Actually, mainly just me. Yeah, I'm gonna use that.
Roll that D8.
So that's 14 with my guidance plus 1, 15. Woohoo!
What the hell, man? I give you a D8?
You are
Give me
so
that.
And I gave
fucking
myself
lucky,
a
though.
D4.
You are lucky though that you roll a 13 because the success DC was 15.
Yeah, that's... Oh,
Wow.
Jesus. So thank you for the guidance.
No, that's a bardic inspiration. I don't got unlimited of those. I
Yep.
have very limited.
No, I appreciate
Now
that.
medicine to see if you can
With-
really
with
figure it
with
out.
your rolls, I'll give you another one.
Thank you. I did great on my
You only get
guide.
one. I didn't mean to roll twice. You don't be greedy.
There we go. That's a little better.
There you go.
We get medicine.
Guidance, so.
Oh Jesus. I should probably go ahead and use that bardic inspiration in a while.
Might as well.
I can
that's
see
plus
like
9.
the gears turning in your
22.
head, like you're
22.
struggling.
Yeah, I've got this headache.
You do
Uh,
have the headache.
But my friendly pats are helping you.
I just
Damn.
kind
If you
of
had reminded me of that
bit,
before, I might have had you roll with disadvantage. Anyway.
Mop,
Oh,
All
well.
right, so you feel out along your body and look and find that there's a bit of a scar you didn't expect to be there because usually. God. Okay.
Got the scar
um,
guys.
Well, I also have to now. Taxi, please roll for me a d20, just a d20 in general. Okay. So the recoil of the gun pushes it back, and you do not just explode your gun. So that's good.
okay.
He just shot the statue's knee. Just put the barrel of the gun up against it and shot it.
Nice.
So I needed to know whether he blew up his gun or not. Anyway,
Meh.
Hey,
Doesn't work like
nothing
that.
happens other than that, though. You do break the knee, though, quite a bit.
a
Raph,
bullet to the
you.
Where's my money?
So, Raph, there's a wound on your chest that was not there before, which is strange because usually you lose all your wounds once you come out of wild shape.
Do you know who this guy is?
Hogarth?
And there is some strange black lines leading off of it. And those seem to be growing very slowly. And as they grow, your headache slowly worsens.
Can I do a medicine on that too? Hogarth
Is there
does
any,
medicine.
like, is there any,
You
like,
would
herbs or
recognize this
anything
as some
like
sort of like cursing kind of disease.
that? Never mind.
What's up, Cameron?
I'll see if I could get any like herbs to slow it down. Something I learned being a ranger.
I mean, you might be able to, but you are
Holy
currently
shit! I
in
forgot Zankus was here.
you are currently in a large stone building in the side of a mountain.
I'm used to the Underdark. I mean,
Mushrooms?
Like,
Do I
stuff that
think
grows in buildings?
do I think
Mushrooms.
this spell magic might have effect on this?
You
So
know
Uh,
this
basically,
stone guy?
also,
Jackson?
so I'll show it to all of them, but the other thing that you guys notice is that the Hogarth's chest looks almost like sunken in and
Hogarth's
pockmarked.
chest?
No, Hogarth, sorry. Raph's chest looks almost
What the
Like-
fuck?
sunken in and wasted a bit and like pockmarked. Like you can see his ribs and his collarbone and everything like that.
So he's a man's man.
Oh my
Yeah,
god,
he's-
I recognize that.
get that bird off your chest, son.
It's the virulent plague. Hogarth, you gotta suck it out, buddy.
No.
It only comes
I'm
out
telling
with the
you.
penis.
The only way to do it. Oh,
I doubt it's the only way to do it.
it is.
I stopped sucking on it.
Uh,
I try to suck it out.
I
don't-
just
I
sort of
don't-
bat seven away as if almost like just a natural reaction.
No, the rough tongue will help.
It doesn't
lean-
feel so good.
I lean over to Hogarth. I'm like, fucking
Ah.
furry.
Fucking furries. Do I believe that dispel magic would have an effect on this at all?
Whoops.
Maybe? No?
Roll, roll medicine as
Your
well.
AC is 13. Got it.
Yep.
I got my target number.
Okay,
There's the
so
number.
from what you can determine, this is definitely some sort of magically inflicted disease. So you think that just using dispel magic, it might help.
Alright. So I snap
Can I
my
absorb
finger
piercing damage?
and say, I'm going to try a new spell on you. You ready? And before he can answer, I cast it on him. It's like he's like, give me a second.
You see me jump to the side.
I'm gonna cast
prone.
guidance on myself.
I'm just sitting on this upper portion of my legs hanging off the edge, kicking them like a child watching all this.
Smoking wasp instead of eating popcorn.
Hmm.
Grabbing fists full of wasp and
Yeah,
throwing it in
my
your
my
mouth.
homunculi laced wasp.
You're gonna see some shit.
Yeah, take disadvantage to all perception checks from now on until I say otherwise.
But am I like super high?
Yes. Oh,
Sweet.
yes.
They
That's all
regenerate,
that
right?
matters.
Yes, they do.
Psychedelic high.
Oh my gosh! I know how I'm gonna earn a living.
You better
I'm
hope it's
going
not
back
like
to where the
heroin.
bodies were.
All right, so as you cast Dispel Magic on that wound on his chest there, the black tendrils seem to reverse their growth and much quickly start to seep back into the wound,
That feels a bit better.
and your headache mostly goes away with it.
I try to
It's
Cut
that
it
much
out.
quickly.
Mostly again.
like cut the black shit out of his
Nope.
wound.
Nope.
No.
Nope.
No.
Nope.
No.
Don't get that knife near me.
So,
Doesn't
I
seem like
can-
there's enough meat there that you should be able, you should really cut much of it away.
He-
There's just bones. And
He's like
Okay,
that guy from.
at least
he's
wanna
like the
take a
guy
sample.
from Hellboy. If you stab him, just sand starts pouring out.
I at least want to try to get a small sample.
I can give you a sample if that's possible, to at least get sort of like my survival knife out and to scrape off a bit.
You can absolutely
So-
try.
'Cause I'd like to try that. Just nothing invasive, but just enough to give him a sample. Also, because I know that his curiosity could potentially find a cure.
Right.
So,
So essentially, just like take off the top layer of skin, kind of the wound. Got it.
Yeah, or if there's any sort of gunk or something.
So you
Not really. The strange thing about it is that it basically looks like somebody stabbed you, and so the flesh is open like that. However, no blood, no bodily fluid. It seems to be mostly dried out.
Okay, don't worry about the bardic inspiration though. I don't think I'll need it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just
No,
floats
you don't
off.
need it.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
is this
basically.
survival or is something else?
No, this is something I wouldn't make you roll for. This
Oh,
is
okay.
something easily.
Yeah, so I'll go
Yeah.
ahead and do that.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm gonna harvest enough of their ashes to mix with the
Oh,
pound
shit.
of wasp that I have.
So funny
Alrighty.
story. I can't if I use guidance. My detect poison and disease drops.
Where's this at?
And-
Let me
Oh,
help
yeah.
myself.
This is
Guidance is
how,
concentration.
Taxi creates the Walking Dead in D&D.
But I think it served its purpose at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah, found out you're dying.
Good. I'm just dying a little bit.
That headache hasn't gone away either.
Oh
It
yeah.
seems like
Oh,
whatever the dispel magic did seems to just have prolonged it.
Well, we've
Aren't
bought
we
some
supposed
time
to
at
use
least.
knives and leeches?
I just
Well,
wouldn't.
that dude's hand kind of looked like a leech, so I don't think that'll work.
So
We just want to leave.
I think we just
want
wanna
to
leave.
This place.
No.
I kind of want to take a quick tour and explore the rest of this place quickly. You know.
If you're terminal, Raph, I got something to ease the pain.
I dash over here.
Appreciate that.
Nothing
But
over
I
here.
don't think smoking a homunculus laced
Run over here.
wasp is going to be a good idea right now.
Boxes
do
over
pray-
here.
Oh,
I do press digitation to
bad
make a red light in
idea.
front of him as he runs.
Nothing over
Make him
here.
run faster.
Nothing in here. Those statues are magic, by the way.
there's a chest up there, but yeah,
No, there's nothing up there.
So what's the deal with the sarcophagus here?
Don't touch it.
it's where someone is
Somebody's
prepped
resting
for
place.
their afterlife, and it's
Is there room
like,
for two?
well,
Maybe.
Someone your size, probably.
I mean, I don't know by the looks to you, but you might want to set up some arrangements like they did.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, all my stuff goes to Hogarth if anything happens to me.
What?
Ah.
Yeah!
Oh my gosh, all of nothing, still nothing.
Also true.
I'm just glad
All
you thought
of-
of me.
Unlike all the rest of the whatchamacallit, sarcophagi, the sword on top of this one is actually real.
Oh, I want to touch it.
What? Is it a sword? Sword?
Yes, it is a
Short
sword
sword.
sword. It's a
It's
rapier.
magic, right?
A rapier.
Yep.
Oh, I want to touch it.
Well, I'm already dying.
Well, that's not a reason for you to touch it. That's the opposite of a reason for you to touch it.
Oh, Taxi is investigating the stairs.
There's stairs down.
Yes, stairs down. Both of them are stairs down.
So, here's a thought. What if we all wait by the stairs, or down the stairs a little bit, someone invisible grabs the sword and runs? 'Cause we can-
Yeah, let's do that.
So
I'll
we
do
can
it.
assume that the statues are going to come to life.
Yeah, they're magic. They're connected.
Can you go invisible?
Somebody can make me invisible.
I can't.
I can, assuming it's not 10 pounds, use Mage Hand. I mean, it's invisible.
That's a good idea because I only have one more invisible dosage.
I can kind of turn invisible.
You can stealth?
I swear, Zankus. You keep sneaking up on me like that.
That's because
No,
I
that's
don't
not
think you
invisible.
can-
You're just invisible to creatures with dark vision.
Yeah, but I'm assuming they would have dark vision. That's what I
Might
said,
have
kind
blinds.
of.
Or
Yeah.
blind sight?
Yeah.
No, you do you. I'll go over here.
I will too.
I'll hide like
I don't need it.
So I'm going to give guidance to Zankas. Who's doing shenanigans?
I guess I'll do it then.
I'll ready my
Alright.
my bow.
Here's your guidance. Have a 1. This disease is affecting my ability to roll dice.
I'll go ahead and do pass without trace.
Nice
Alright.
use of that.
Hogarth, you're gonna hide down around the corner with us?
I'm gonna be right here in case my friend needs me.
Well, I mean, we're gonna be here in spirit.
I'm gonna be here in here.
Well, I
We wanna
have.
hide, you know.
Do I have
I'm going to.
advantage on my stealth
Why is
being
talking to you, Zankus?
in the dark?
Yes.
You
Okay.
should go molest that box, Hogarth.
I'm also
I'll
gonna
be
hide
with
around the
Zankus.
stairs so that the light isn't gonna disrupt his mojo.
Okay.
Plus 10.
Plus 10.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I
Oh,
got
yeah. 32.
and I got 24.
18.
I usually don't roll till the DM tells me to.
We're hiding on the stairs. They can't see. Full cover.
I'm going to investigate first.
All right.
I'm gonna put my hand around the
Wanna
light
see
to
anything?
block the light.
Nope.
No, you'll see a sword.
We just stick
Nah,
it in the
grab
wall.
You see a rapier and a weird stone helmet.
I'll just grab the
Stone
rapier.
helmet.
Okay.
Was the stone
So,
helmet magical as well?
well,
I could wear stone helmets. I can't wear metal helmets.
Let me take both.
That would just be uncomfortable.
Yeah, but I've got a lot of
Especially with
uncomfortable
how
stuff,
weak you are, your neck would snap if you just moved the wrong way.
Hey, you'd be like a bad bobblehead. You just fall over. That weeble would wobble and fall down.
I'm dying.
You literally are, aren't you?
so as you pick up the rapier,
Zankus, no! I don't really care.
these blue kind
Yabba
of
dabba die.
translucent walls appear in between all the statues.
Oh, and I'm on the outside of the wall.
He's surrounded by water.
Is it
That's
water?
what the fishes were trying
No,
to say.
it is not water. They are basically force shields.
Ah.
And they are as tall as the statues. Meaning they are
Dispel
15,
magic!
they are 15 feet tall.
I can climb those, right?
Yeah, climb a force shield with no handholds.
Dispel magic!
So,
Wait, what happened?
no, I got a good better idea.
I casted it. It's too late. Been done.
Oh, okay. If you can do that, go ahead.
So-
If it works.
It does not.
Taxi, what do you see?
Damn it!
How tall are these
Why-
walls?
Why is Hogarth there?
How tall are these walls?
They are
Yeah.
Tall.
What? The
Moral
15?
support.
Yeah, as tall
Well, I
as.
I
Oh.
have my silk rope, which is 60 foot, and I'll use rope trick.
Nice.
Zankus is in a fish
Oh.
tank.
And when I get above the wall, just swing and jump off and land on the other side.
Well,
You need
All right.
Subject.
So you now have that. You now have that rapier.
see, last time we had someone use
What?
rope trick, he almost snapped himself in half.
Oh, you didn't need me. I'm sorry.
And
I like having your support.
Thank you.
there's the talking fish.
Um,
And
Is
he
this-
just fished himself out of the fish tank.
Oh,
Raph still hiding behind the corner, just listening to Taxi, looks very confused.
neat.
So you have a rapier now?
yeah. Does anybody can anybody tell me what it does?
Cat, get your cat ass down here!
All right. You
Here,
take
kitty, kitty,
that
kitty, kitty.
pointy end right there,
There it is.
Ooh, that looks cool.
and you
That
hold
looks
the
badass.
handle end right there, and then you thrust it like so into people. That's what it does.
You know what? I like you. I give you a gold.
Remember to tip your
Alright.
taxi.
Remember to- God damn it.
So,
Later on, when he's high enough, we're going taxi tipping.
Pretty sure he's high enough right now.
Whoa, the ceiling's so far away.
Groovy.
not to like Well, I don't give a shit. I use rapiers.
I can too.
Mm,
I just want to know what it does.
You're
I
better off.
mean,
So
you
what
haven't
it
really.
should
I got this
do-
cutlass. I'll give you.
So what it
Trade.
should do is it's a magic weapon that should be similar to the other ones that you've found so far. Should have double damage in terms of normal
Psychic.
rapier damage and then an additional damage die of psychic damage. However, currently it does not appear to have that.
Needs to be recharged or
It's
something. Probably.
Junk. Okay.
Yeah, you can have
So
it.
right now it is just currently a
Rapier.
rapier that does magic piercing.
Looks.
It looks-
Bypass resistance.
I'm gonna walk up to this chest here, and I'm
Okay.
going to kneel down on one knee and look at it and say,
Watch out! That's a trap.
"You are looking fantastic this evening. I hope you know you're just like an honor to all chests. Would you please open for me?"
Oh, thank
I
you.
appreciate it.
Roll persuasion,
You
please.
talking to the. What a dick.
Everyone's
Aw.
a comedian.
He came and knelt
I'm
down.
gonna
next
guidance
to me and
myself.
everything.
He got right on
Yeah,
your
yeah.
level, man.
I know. Why
It
you
really
gonna have
is.
those, though?
Oh my
Okay, so
God.
that's an 11.
I'll just play a beautiful song for this chest.
That chest loves your beautiful song. You can feel its appreciation oozing out from
Aw.
it as it clicks open.
I drag my claws
you.
across top of the chest.
And then I kiss it like I always do and open it.
All right, so as the chest opens, what you find inside are a
rows
lot.
and rows of teeth.
No, a row of ingots of what looks like opal.
Opal ingots?
Yes,
How many?
there would be 6. They are essentially in a line of 3, and it's stacked in a stack of 2.
I will take them out and bring them to my good friend Raph, who has a bag of holding.
Yeah, I can go with this for you.
I found these.
Ingots. Ingots? I got gringots? I got a headache, guys.
Gringos. Opal
You
gringos.
cannot swim in the blue force wall.
Here, Taxi, you can have the rapier.
Everybody's just giving Taxi all the weapons. Taxi the walking armory.
And then I'll play
like
a
6
song
feet tall,
for
right?
this chest.
Oh, that one's stubborn. It won't open.
Ooh, that
Nah.
one's.
We should probably give it to Raffy. He's kind of
With the sweet talking before
Thank
and this lovely song, this chest
you.
sort of
And it
clicks
chest.
itself open. It feels
Slam
very
it open.
happy.
Slam it open.
I smile at you, Raph, because you just said it doesn't want to open.
How
6.
many ingots? 6.
6.
Thanks.
Opal ingots.
When it clicks open,
Sorry,
I
I
slam
thought
the
I-
lid up.
Ingots that feel as heavy as metal but look like the gemstone opal.
Hey, look real pretty.
I mean, rocks are pretty
Do
heavy.
they look like the weapons we've been finding?
Oh.
Kinda, sorta, a little bit. The weapons seem to glimmer sort of in a similar way.
Mm.
Slam this box open. What's it?
Yep, same thing. 6 opal ingots.
6 more.
I'll add it to my pack.
Okay. I'll go downstairs. What's this picture?
So,
on the wall?
does anyone want to?
So I get the
try
weapon.
something?
You get the random useless metal gems.
Yeah, yes.
Yeah.
What was in this chest? Sorry.
6 more.
Same thing.
Oh, sweet. There you go.
And you asked what the painting was?
Yeah.
Depictions of Illithid supremacy.
Oh, good.
I see how.
Fucking illithid Nazis.
See, Kyle.
Yeah,
I
well,
prestidigitation a Hitler mustache onto Seven's face.
More so like
work.
a one of those war paintings where they're winning.
So we're done, right? We can leave. Good. I heard we can leave.
Are we in the north wing right now, or
Yes.
the west wing?
North.
North wing. We still
North
have the
wing.
east wing and the stairs.
Nothing downstairs.
Did you
Well,
check
then we
these
still
little
have the-
cubby holes over here?
There's nothing over here. We'll see.
I'm gonna go check because I don't. There's a chest over here. You lying sack of shit. And is that a lot of coins?
That's probably
a lot of
trapped.
coins.
You know, it's really creepy when you molest these chests.
They don't
Yeah.
seem to like it from me.
Does any
They think
traps?
you're racist.
Damn, Zankus.
Oh yeah, there are traps.
You a bad bitch.
There are most certainly traps there.
I'm gonna cast guidance on Hogarth.
Oh, thank you.
Whenever I use it on somebody else.
That's what it's meant to be used for. It knows when you're going to attack yourself with it.
It doesn't like it when I touch myself.
Doesn't.
No,
God
it's when
doesn't
you
either.
touch me. That was funny.
So is that another
Yes.
on the north side, the sort of coin collection thing?
There's
No,
no
this one looks slightly
statues.
different.
It's got gems
I'd
in
like to go take a look at it and
All right.
Is that a rotisserie chicken?
Because I had a good luck with the last one.
A rotisserie chicken.
That looks
What?
like a rotisserie chicken.
it. It's a pot.
I
Okay.
resemble that.
That's
I
like
already.
think
it's
you
a
spend
rotisserie
way too much time at Food Lion. I think
Yeah, I think. A little bit of
it doesn't look like a rotisserie chicken.
little bit
No,
too
that
much
looks like a
chicken in
pot.
your life. Just gonna say that.
So those are all. Those steps are all trapped.
I can thread the needle though, right?
You can, yes, you can definitely try. Although I would
Step
make you roll
there,
for it.
then-
Hogarth.
Yeah?
Set him off with Mage Hand.
Oh shit! Yeah, we'll just step back and set him off with Mage Hand. That sounds like a way better idea than my idea.
I was
Okay.
gonna do it while he was walking across it, but whatever.
That's because you're a dick, Tex.
Oh, you're mage handing some of the coins out. Okay, so your mage
No,
hand
no.
would.
No.
I thought you said it wasn't coins.
Yeah, your mage hand would determine that those are not, in fact, coins, and they are mostly raw, uncut gems and a strange golden dust.
That makes two things here that are uncut.
Bitch slap.
All right, I'll bring it back to us.
All right.
Want to set off all the traps with Mage Hand.
Look,
Like a kid on the elevator pushing all the
Take a look.
buttons.
Exactly.
Do I recognize anything about the dust?
That would require an Arcana check.
Doesn't have magic tricks.
Yeah, but I've got a headache, so I'm gonna do everything myself these days. That's with disadvantage, Taxi, and he's still got a 15.
yep.
I think
Yep,
it was
so
only
Taxi.
perception, right?
Yeah.
24.
Okay.
Boom.
No, I thought that was my guidance you gave me.
I'm magic as shit. No, I gave it to myself. No,
Yeah.
fuck. Never mind. You're right. I gave it to
Yeah.
Hogarth.
Oh yeah. So.
Yeah.
21.
20.
That's awful.
Alrighty, so then, you would both determine that that is more of an alchemical ingredient, similar to the other dust that you found before.
Oh, my spine.
So I've got a lot of high quality red dust in my big old cistern of it in my bag already.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I have an
Want me
idea.
to put that in my bag?
I roll the wasp with the ash with the magical dust.
Oh my god.
Yee.
We see it explode in his face like in the old Looney Tunes cartoons.
And I'm
Explosive.
assuming you're then going to light it, of course, to smoke it.
I'm gonna
Yes.
step away from Taxi at this point.
That's
Dang,
probably
close.
smart. Taxi, I need you to make a dex
I'm
save.
gonna, yeah.
No, don't bring him over here. What are you doing?
Hey, you can't get away from me.
I can.
Your movement isn't fast enough.
I can. Mine is.
Give me a wisdom save, Taxi. No.
So yes,
back.
Taxi, you should make.
I'm back
Alright,
in the wall.
nice.
Oh, that was with disadvantage, but yeah, it's 212.
Even so, they're both 12. So, all right. So as you light up the wasp, immediately something seems a little bit off about it to you. So you immediately toss it away, as it does explode.
No, my wasp!
No.
Well, shit.
So can Mage Hand set off these traps or what?
Across all those traps.
I mean, you
That's
can
how I
try
know.
to set it off with Mage Hand.
Yeah.
I'm not going to stop you.
I'll try. I'm gonna hide around the corner. and
Okay.
try.
All right.
Trevor, my mom's crying
on the
because you watched
plates.
Coco.
Which plate are you pressing?
Yes.
I'm not crying. You're crying.
I'm going to
Right,
assume.
Trevor.
I'm just going to
I'm
be
gonna hit all the
a little
buttons.
bit
Yeah, I
all
told
at
Cameron
once.
about you
I
crying.
don't think you can do that with one Mage Hand.
Well, I mean, I can hit
Sad.
one and then go to the next one.
It is.
Start
That's
with the
fair.
close one, like
Start with the closest ones. All right.
and then this one, and then that one, then that one. One's
Okay, so that one's going to send giant spikes coming out from the walls in both directions.
Huh.
As they crash into the walls.
Sweet.
like darts, spikes.
Yes, giant spikes, more like. As in darts, yes, but
Like
darts
stakes.
that are large metal stakes.
Metal stakes. Got it.
Yes.
Neat.
Sweet. That's
Press it
not
again to
safe.
see if it reloads.
All right. Thunk,
Hmm,
as it does so again.
neat.
Well, that answers that question.
Yeah, why don't you just let me do my thing now?
I'll hit one of the other ones.
Oh shit.
And out.
And the wall opens up and jets fire.
Ooh.
Mushroom.
Stop pushing buttons so I can jump across.
Whoa.
Ooh.
All right. So the stake, does it go all the way to the ceiling, or it only go up like a few feet and launch?
It goes across.
They're like dart throwers, but stakes.
Yes,
Yeah.
but large metal stakes that return to holes on the other sides of the walls.
Well, now I'm hungry. Hey, don't get too close. You're turning into the vampire, and those are stakes.
But if you have steaks
Okay,
in
I'll give
it,
you
So
mine.
they leave
I'll
enough
take
room.
mine medium well.
Like it wouldn't stick me to the ceiling or whatever, right?
It wouldn't stick you to the ceiling, no. It would likely just end up. Actually, they might be going just high enough to miss you.
They didn't expect
you
short
duck.
people.
Wait, they coming down from the ceiling?
No, wall to
No,
wall.
they
No,
come
they're
from the
going vertical.
walls.
All right, I'm gonna try and do something stupid.
All right.
I'm gonna give you guidance.
Sweet, I need it.
I'll
I'm gonna use
inspire
that
you.
magical shield thing. I'm gonna use it like a skateboard. I'm gonna jump onto this spike, and then I'm gonna try and do a front flip over to the chest.
Do a kickflip.
I'm
I'm
using
sorry,
spike.
what?
I'm gonna use the shield as a skateboard, jump onto the trigger that shoots the spike up. When the spike launches up, I'm gonna try and do a front flip and land over on the.
The spikes
think
launch
the spikes
across.
Come out the wall.
They go.
Yes.
Oh! I
Yeah.
thought they
Don't
went
let
down.
that stop you.
They're like
Yeah, I'm
they're like the
still
old dart traps from Indiana Jones or some shit, but they're big metal
Yeah,
spikes.
they're like only they're giant metal spikes. So, okay. All right. I'm going to need an acrobatics, and it's not going to affect whether you survive or not, but also performance. Why does your bardic inspiration do 6 damage?
Oh, well, I'm setting it to where it rolls the number instead of.
Oh, okay.
But all I can add to it is damage. I can't just add a roll.
Yeah, yeah.
All right.
And a 16 on my performance. So a 30 on my acrobatics and 16 on my
That's
performance.
so taxi. Use that bardic inspiration on the performance.
And I'll play like
Yeah.
a very upbeat, like dramatic song as he's doing it.
No,
That's
like a
not
punk
inspired.
song from Tony Hawk's Pro Skater.
Yeah, do that. Yeah, Tony Hawk Pro Skater song.
So you step on the one that triggers the giant spike thrower. It triggers the trap. You launch yourself up into the air, onto the spike as it flies across, and using your own momentum, knock the spike out of the air as you launch yourself with your with your newfound little skateboard thing onto the top of that chest. Doing a little flip as you do so.
I say ta-da, and I lay down.
Like grabbing your chest, sweating profusely.
Nope.
Uh,
Just lay down, like hand up, just like risque piano, just sitting there. I'm not
Nice.
attempting to investigate the treasure chest. I'm not helping you guys anymore. I'm good.
This is the part where I really wish I had some wild shapes that weren't combat forms. You know, like I didn't have to choose between combat and non-combat wild shapes.
Well, I'm just gonna climb on the wall across here, over all the
Yeah.
plates.
That's fair.
Yeah,
So I
I'll just.
have climb speed.
You got 2 people over there. I think you guys got this.
I'll open the box.
If you need me, give me a call.
How do we open that one box without busting it?
You gotta say nice things to it, or say really mean things to it, depending on what the box likes.
Did you hear me?
Maybe.
No.
I'll be right back.
Yeah, I'll be right back. I'm gonna let the
How
dog
do we
go.
how do we do the one that we didn't molest? Didn't we just beat on it like for 10 minutes?
No, we have to molest them.
Come on, Maximus Flippers.
Let's see.
Uh,
Let's see your best eyelashes.
I can play a song from here if you'd like.
I'll just
Oh, Garth, don't. This is funnier.
Oh, you're right.
I'll just head. Open up. On. Open up. I want your.
Who's playing Ace of Spades?
No, that was for the performance.
Ah,
Yeah, my song was Ace of Spades.
It would have worked.
roll persuasion.
Come on, little guy.
Wow,
Nice.
that doesn't work. Come on, you little shit. Open the fuck up.
It clicks open and throws Taxi, kind of pins him between the open chest and the wall.
Okay. I thrust my hand inside and dig around.
You dig around and find 3 more of those opal ingots plus a bag of sand.
3 ingots and sand.
I'm interested in sand.
Looks like a bag of sand. Feels like a bag of sand. Well, you haven't opened it yet. See what's inside.
Well, I'm gonna open it.
All right. Inside, you will find weird little. Not entirely certain what these are, but they're small enough that you almost can't see them. They almost seem to be grains of sand, but if you look close enough, you can see that they seem to be tiny little, very tough eggs.
We're gonna raise our own baby illithids, Garth.
No, we're not.
Come on, please.
No, they're illithids. They eat
Oh.
brains.
Put the bag
They
inside my
don't seem
bag.
that bad to me anymore.
Is it because you can raise baby ones?
I'll close the thing. If
These aren't
Taxi's
like
not
the
pinned.
little
All right.
sea monkey.
Can I have the
Things
baby
you can't-
illithids?
Do not
What I'm
have the
hearing
baby
is that
illithids.
Raph is much more up to the nurture side
You
on the
can
nature
have-
versus nurture debate.
You can have 15 of them. Or you can have all
Wait.
but like 5.
What are you gonna do with the other babies? There might not be illithids.
Find out.
Can I inspect them to try to figure out what kind of eggs they are?
Mm-hmm.
Use identify, if that helps.
Oh, it's okay. This is, nature stuff. I've totally got this nature stuff unlocked.
We can eat these eggs.
Hang on. I'm gonna be raising an illithid army. I mean, children here.
Yes, that would be a nature roll, and I'm gonna go ahead and say,
Alright.
don't roll that identify yet.
It's a ritual, it doesn't.
Okay, nature check. I'm gonna guidance myself.
It takes a couple minutes. This will be pretty quick.
What the fucking one?
Every
It
time.
knows!
And then nature.
What's your
So
thing,
it's
man?
like-
Why are you like this?
I don't
I just got
know.
a headache.
He's not good at
I'm
guiding himself.
diseased.
Do you
I
need a
don't feel
nap?
good.
I pull out a pillow and hand it to him. Do you need a
I
nap?
got this headache.
You have a pillow?
Yeah, I have a pillow. I also have antlers and a femur and shit.
Oh, yeah. I forgot the weird things you pick up. Okay, so giving them a closer look, you think that while someone who's not quite as well known would think of them as eggs, and certainly enough, that is sort of what they look like. From their sort of texture, you can definitely tell that these seem to be more like seeds than eggs.
Ooh, I've been playing a lot of Stardew
Oh
Valley.
yeah, seeds. Me and you got this, dude.
These aren't
You're-
eggs, Seven. Hey, let me take these off your hands. They're just seeds. They're probably boring.
Been playing a lot of Stardew Valley. I can grow those in like
Yeah, I'll
14
still keep
days.
5.
You know they say that singing the plants helps them grow.
So how many does it leave?
And you
A
need an
bag.
umbrella.
He would take 5.
Yeah,
That would leave you with like a bag still of like
like a whole bag.
195.
Okay, so
200 seeds.
bag of tons of seeds, because these things are getting planted.
Yeah, there's a lot of seeds there.
You're not going to keep a druid from planting seeds, right? Just to figure out what they are.
You have
Fair
great
enough.
water.
I'll sing the songs.
I got the umbrella.
All right, want to go outside and plant these things?
I want to get out of this
Yeah.
dungeon, so that works for
But
me.
I also want the rest of the loot in the dungeon, which is a strange feeling
No.
for me.
You got the good loot.
I put my face on.
I'll put my hand on his shoulder, like face to face, and be like, "I've been to these places before, and this one's scary."
It just gets worse.
So,
It just gets worse.
one is
the
really
farther you
scary.
go.
but
We
Seven,
should cut our losses.
aren't you kind of curious about what's behind, at least in the right wing?
Not when it makes me bleed.
Really?
Yeah.
You can fix your wounds if you bleed. Wait, no!
Why didn't, I mean, because if the right wings, these things are so often symmetrical. If it's a mirror of the left,
And there's
then we just
nothing
go run
there.
in, check all the rooms for traps because we know where they are. Convince the chest to open, give them a little, pat and a handshake. Grab the stuff, and then we go.
Maybe. Ogarth, how many times can you use the spell magic?
I've already used it twice. I need a rest.
We can't do that. Unless you want to fight shadow monsters again. And I don't have any spells.
If we can take a long rest, or like sleep, then I can get my
Just
spells
slept
back.
before we slaughtered those things.
Yeah, it doesn't change the fact that's how I get my spells back.
So maybe it's possible. What if it's possible to disable the door trap? Or if we trigger the shadow things, then we run.
Hey, we can run.
Because we just run out into the sunlight.
I can run faster than you.
Yeah, I can turn into shit that can run real fast.
I can go invisible and they won't see me.
So
I can
how's that
jump on
sound for a
somebody's
plan?
back.
We can try to open the doors without triggering the shadow traps. If we do, then we run like hell.
Okay.
I'm curious if
Yeah.
Taxi plans to get back over the other side.
He doesn't.
He
He's
doesn't.
just there now.
So shall we make our way to the other wing?
Yeah, sure.
We leave in taxi.
Taxi!
I'm assuming we're gonna need him to open the other door.
Taxi kick flips back over.
Kickflip. Gnarly, bro.
Not impossible.
You guys ready to roll? What happened to you? It's the stuff I've been smoking.
What about a heel flip? Oh, the door's shut. Ah!
The way is shut.
Oh,
The
shit.
door is indeed shut.
It is made by those who keep it.
Should
What
we
the
knock?
fuck? Knock and scratch.
I can't. knock.
I open the door.
The door is
Push it
shut.
open.
Is it
The
locked?
door is locked.
Taxi, blow it up.
Uh,
Taxi can
Taxi.
blow it up.
I'm gonna guidance taxi.
You can
I,
do some sick vapes.
See 4 on taxi. Taxi gets 4.
Don't put
Every
the
time!
taxi.
Every time!
The fuck is this shit?
now do it again and say you're doing it on yourself.
This disease is a beast.
I'm going.
I've never seen something this consistent.
Okay. I got an idea. Stand back.
Oh,
I cast.
hold on. Can't we just have taxi pick the lock?
Or he can
There's-
blow it up.
There's no lock on this side, is there? Just a door, right?
Is there a lock to be picked?
Yes.
Oh.
However, it is a lock on both doors.
I can pick locks.
Well,
Pick
then
the
I'm
lock.
gonna give guidance to Zancast.
Well, if there's locks to be picked, I'll let them try it before I blow it up. I
How
have.
come everybody,
I have an
how come you give
emergency.
everybody else 4s and I get a 2?
Yeah, what the fuck?
You
That's only
know,
one better than yourself. All right.
hey, it's double what I give myself.
It shows
This is
how much
true.
he cares about you.
So you want to slide a hand?
Do you have
These
your
tools.
Yeah,
I
you
do.
have these tools.
Yeah, I do.
Well,
Okay.
then do that then.
If you're
Yeah,
proficient
Well,
in
you're
22.
Dex plus your proficiency bonus.
What do you mean
Yeah.
22? I don't see no roll. Oh, there it is.
I'll just
22. Okay. Yep, that's one lock. Click.
do I have to do both? We can't just push one door.
Nope. It is.
Yeah.
They both
Have a
lock
3.
to each other.
Is it
That one does not happen.
I make some lock picks. Do it myself.
Okay, yeah, that would work.
It's not sleight of hand though.
Whatever.
Oh, this is
It's-
just your
I don't-
straight Dex anyway. Yeah.
Yeah, it's. I don't have modifier.
Yes. Okay, so that would unlock the doors.
Click, click. Koosh.
However, they don't seem. They still seem to be held together.
Now we can blow them up.
Hold on. Do I?
You're
Is there
dragging.
are there any cracks between the wall, the door, and the floor, or is it just smoothly set in there, sort of perfect masonry style?
Basically, perfect masonry style. The only
Oh.
place that there is any sort of anywhere that you could see the other side from would be where the hinges are on the doors, which would be on the walls.
Okay, so are there any like small spiders or anything around here?
Yes.
I step on it.
Every now and then.
Nope. Oh damn it! Are there any other spiders?
Taxi, blow it up.
What do you assume Taxi has that would be able to blow it up?
His wasp.
Oh, yeah.
Nuclear wasp.
His exploding wasp.
You've got the fucking gold dust on. Crap. Just roll
No,
that up and blow it
We
up.
never got it from the thing.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, we did.
We got a handful of it.
Doesn't take a
We got
handful
a whole
for
big thing of it in the
Oh,
bag.
okay. We've got red dust, not gold dust.
Oh,
What?
it doesn't take a handful to roll up one.
Unless you go and get the gold dust.
Mage hand the gold dust.
Yep.
Which you could do pretty easily. Yeah, I would say you could. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll mage hand the shit out of that stuff and grab it
gems.
all. Sure.
Yeah. Do you want to get the uncut gems too? All right.
Sure.
Yeah, I'm just gonna shovel handfuls of both.
Yeah.
All right.
Shovel in
bag
the
of
bag.
holding. With the
Alright. Cool. So now you have a good 5 pounds of that gold dust, and a good 2 pounds of uncut gems.
Cool. I've got that written down here.
All right. However, the locks on this door are undone. However, it still seems to be being held together by some sort of strange force.
It's magic.
I've got a
It's the
l-
bitch you almost killed and sent away.
I've got a last ditch effort to break it open.
Nah, she doesn't want to let us out.
Let's go back and get the bodies.
Body.
Yep.
The ashes.
I don't want to let them out of our sight.
Okay.
Do we just have to bury the head, or do we have to bury the bodies too? I'm confused.
I hold up like a baggie of the ashes and shake it at Raph. They're contained.
Oh, okay. God, this headache.
That baggie of ashes, by the way, has
Kidding.
grown slightly.
Sweet.
How's my wound?
Your wound
Okay.
now, there appear to be the beginnings of black tendrils coming out from the wound, but much slower than before.
Okay, so I've seen.
I'm gonna get everybody
Yeah.
10 feet away from this door.
Mhm.
I'm gonna stand up right next to it.
Guidance.
And I am going
Yeah, have a
to
one.
just
Ha.
have like pure destruction form around me. Just sphere. And why is it level 3? I did number 2. Whatever. It's only supposed to be level 3.
Wow.
I just stand here till the doors get a nice hole in them that we can just walk through.
Oh yeah.
You can keep that up for 10 minutes. Can you move it?
Yeah, it's on me. It's centered around me.
Oh. You want to open
Yeah.
the other door like that?
I don't know
It
if
would
it's-
take basically the entirety of the spell duration to be able to do. It would take a total of 10 minutes to be able to reduce that to dust.
I mean, yeah, that's fine. Maybe we could
You would
reduce
make
it to
the
wood
thing
and bash it.
nice. Yeah.
You could reduce it to wood and bash it. This is true.
So that saves us like a minute.
I pet Hoger.
But yeah, I'm just going to brute force my way through the door.
Hey,
That's-
taxi.
You know what? That's fair.
There's a hole in the
I'm
door.
pretty,
It cannot
I'm
now
pretty
be shut.
impressed, and I'm
That was a
thinking we'll
pretty
make
cool
great
trick you did.
bank heist team.
The one with the skating on the spike and such.
What are you talking about?
Don't remember? You did it earlier.
Do we see anything on the other side of the door that would account for the,
Blocking.
yeah.
What you
might be
not
higher.
really. However, what you do notice is that the statues, as you exit, their eyes are glowing blue.
Broken ones?
The broken one and the intact one. Or no, that one's head is broken off. Yes.
Both of these are broke. That one's the intact one.
That's probably not a good thing.
And if you were to look back, you would also see that the large Illithid statue right behind you, also his eyes are glowing blue.
Hogarth,
Yes.
you probably want to get through here.
Okay.
Neat. We want to open this door still? We leave.
No, we don't.
I do. I want to know.
You're dying.
It's only a little bit.
I'm getting better.
Getting
That
better.
felt better.
Not.
I feel happy.
Your arm is off.
No, I didn't. No, I didn't.
It's just a flesh wound.
What color
I mean-
drop?
What's the worst happens? We all die instead of just me. That's bad.
It's, You open the door. I'll stand here. Open
Alright.
the last one.
There are still those magic runes on its hinges.
On the hinges.
Unhinged.
So if
Well, let's.
the
I'll do
question
it.
is, if you open the door from the other side, is it still going to trigger the spell?
We're
wanna find out?
not on the other side.
Oh, but we're about to be.
What?
A 7 could I borrow that lockpick?
Sure.
And you guys might want to wait up the hallway a little bit, and if I come in running out with my ass on fire, then you should probably start running too.
I don't want to leave you.
Well, I mean, don't leave.
I don't want to wait.
Just stay at a safe distance so you can run if the shadow monsters come out. So, I want to wild. So here's what I want to do. I've still got light cast on this thing I'm carrying and the lockpicks. I want to wild shape into a super tiny spider,
Didn't
like one of the ones I was
did
looking
you
for
use
earlier.
up while you're watching it?
We took a short rest.
Oh, right. So yeah.
Did you see that stealth I rolled to myself by accident?
So I want to. Well, first I suppose I'll cast guidance on myself just for shits and giggles. Hey, 4 on myself. My luck's turning. So I want to.
Wow.
My plan is, you tell me if this is gonna work or practical. I'm just wild shape into a super tiny spider, crawl through the lock to the other side of the door.
You don't
and
even
then
have to
pick
crawl
lock
through the
from that
lock.
side.
You don't even have to crawl through the lock. You can crawl through the gaps between the hinges in the wall.
Yeah, but it's way cooler if I go through the lock.
It's a dodge
okay.
all the
Plus,
tumblers.
then I can learn the locking mechanism from the inside.
Yeah, there you go.
You can kind of
That's
unlock
fair.
it that way.
Yeah, just
Yeah, press the little things with my little spider
you
spider
got
things from
8
the
legs.
inside.
I have a feeling you probably wouldn't be strong enough to do that.
Not even
Probably.
close.
you could. Well, I would need to do that. Rogar, if you had prestidigitation, you could get the layout of the lock and make it key.
Hmm.
Huh.
Interesting. So in any case, so I'm also going to keep that reed, which is another reason I picked the reed for the light source. I'm going to keep it outside of the light, so I'll be like carrying it in my mandibles or something. You know, you ever seen a tiny spider like just with a stick?
Yeah.
So I'll shove it through to the other side of the door ahead of me, and then crawl through the lock.
Okay.
It's fun.
Cameron, are you still
Not for long.
concentrating on your pass without trace?
No,
Why would you stop?
It would.
because
How
I
long
used the
is it?
rope trick.
Yeah, hurt you.
Oh, that's right.
I thought it was just a thing you cast and it was there.
There it is.
Hey, tiny spider.
Tiny
Why are you
raft
still
spider.
concentrating on it.
So they crawl through to the other side. What do I see?
You will see. Give me a sec. I'm gonna give you some light.
I'm probably not going to stay the spider for very long. But...
Oh. You just want to pop out the other side and become you again?
Well, no, I'm not planning on just yet. But yeah, that's basically
Okay.
the idea. I'm not going to probably stay the spider for very long. So I
Okay.
don't mind just using my regular token.
Whatever. We can use the spider. There's the spider. Spider's down on the other side.
Sweet.
So you should be able to
And I
see.
can't talk, so I'm gonna skitter around a little bit just for my own curiosity.
Okay.
And it's gonna see a hot spider bitch.
Alright, so
It's like a
everything looks
perverted
pretty
version of Sword
standard,
and
dead
Stone.
people stuff.
There's several perverted versions of that.
Of what?
Going
Gotta
on.
look hard enough.
What?
I'm so gonna get myself killed like this. I'm breaking all the rules. So what's this I see in this room ahead of me?
Really fast for something with 2-inch legs.
Those tiny spiders
Uh,
can book it.
They can. This is true. That is another one of those large urns.
Okay, so I don't want any piece of that. Can I see if the end of the room has a wall, or if it looks like it goes on?
No, it's just a wall.
Okay, so there's no there's no exit out of that big room.
No.
Okay, so I'm gonna go just take a quick look down here.
I see if the necks in my bag have like grown anything.
So actually, what I'm gonna do is
They
I'm
have.
gonna crawl up the wall and onto the ceiling,
Poke me in the
alright.
eyes.
and then just to avoid the traps and that kind of thing, crawl actually along the ceiling.
Spiders set off traps.
I mean, I'm so light is another reason I picked it. But if it's a magic trap or if like just something that's alive, I wouldn't want to.
Well, there's naturally spiders here. So you don't want them going off.
That's true. I did pick one of the spiders that was here.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just gonna poke around, just poke my nose in, see if there's any delicious looking treasure
They
chests.
even have noses.
Ah, statue. That's not
Its
it.
eyes are also glowing.
Ah, creepy blue eyes. It's creepy statue.
With more creepy blue
Ah.
glowing eyes.
I'm gonna avoid this urn in the middle. I'm guessing it's the same kind of urn.
Yes.
Yep, still on the ceiling. Stairs. Now this is probably trapped, so I'm probably if there's anything on the ceiling, I'm gonna be screwed. Yeah, why not? What's the worst that happen? I die. Okay, so can I see from this vantage point what's on the other on the ledge behind the sarcophagus?
Yep.
What is das?
It's some sort of strange. Looks like some sort of ceremonial knife.
How fancy of a ceremonial knife?
It looks to be made of crystal and not metal.
So,
So, I mean-
super fancy.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get myself killed like this, but I'm gonna blame it on the headache and the disease. Do I see any runes or anything on the ceiling? Any traps in the ceiling?
You don't seem to.
Okay, so I'm just gonna scuttle my way across to the ceremonial knife,
Okay.
down the wall on the far side, so that I'm basically sitting right here.
All right.
I'm gonna grab the knife, pause for a second to see if anything happens.
Okay. So now you're Raph again.
I'm Raph, but I've got the knife.
You're Raph, but you've got the knife.
Did anything happen?
No.
I'm gonna turn into a tiny spider again,
All right.
and then retrace my steps and zip all the way back out.
All right.
Go all the way back, and then
Through the lock. and all
I
that.
don't think I can't move. Yeah, through the lock again.
Whoop.
So then I'll turn back into Giraffe.
Oh.
So there's basically nothing of interest on that side other than this, and I pull out the crystal dagger.
Hmm.
Which slightly glows the same kind of blue that's on the statues.
Shrug.
What did you do?
I got this.
Good job. I'm proud of you, Raph.
Thanks.
Shrug.
Otherwise, there are jars of stuff. There's sarcophagi. There were no other chests. So,
Yeah, let's Amscray.
yeah. So I just, as we're on our way out, just as you know, I'll be the last one to leave. I'll turn, holding the dagger. I'll look at one of the statues, and I'll just say, "Wink."
You say wink?
I say, "Wink." I want to see
Okay.
if the statue winks.
All of you make perception check.
Perceive. My special.
I don't
Not
make
with your eyes,
shit.
with your ears.
I got a gnat.
I got good ears.
Good.
13.
Yep. So 7 and Zan and Hogarth, and then Taxi want to roll perception. Disadvantage.
Sorry, just a second. I'm gonna have to step away.
Okay. Yeah, okay, so Hogarth, Zan, and 7, you would all hear the
Oh!
as it sounds like a large stone something is scraped across other stone, and
The sarcophagi
Fuck
are
this shit,
open.
I'm out.
Yeah, fuck this shit, I'm out. Da-da-da-da.
But the wall's still there.
Burn through this one too.
Hey,
Fuck it.
No, I meant the sarcophagus's blue barrier wall.
I'm gonna have to
is it?
rock the baby to sleep here quickly.
Okay.
Very
Well,
good.
hopefully quickly. I'll be back in just a few minutes. Sorry.
Just make the
Alright.
baby a character.
What blue barrier wall?
What blue barrier wall? Was there a blue barrier wall? There doesn't seem to be any more.
I'm talking about the sarcophagus.
Yes,
Way the hell
more.
up there? Confused.
Nothing. Never mind, Nick.
He's talking about the blue barrier wall that
I
popped up
wrote-
when you tried to.
Use my rope trick.
Yeah.
Gotcha. That's way the hell up there. Can't
The
see.
one I was trying to swim into.
Yeah.
We go out the door.
All right. Give me one quick second so I can get you guys back out.
got a different spell.
What do you mean?
Something stupid. Oh. I couldn't use it anyway. I got no slots.
What are you talking about?
Arcane lock.
Ah,
Nobody comes back in here. Doesn't matter. Fresh air.
Who's eating chips?
don't mind him. He's not there.
You.
That's what they always say.
Fire.
Despacito 14 confirmed. I saw that thing you replugged, Cameron.
That's why you're quiet.
Yeah.
'Cause he's not paying attention.
Is anybody really paying attention?
I know that we're taking a small break because Raz rocking his child to sleep.
Sure.
Which is grounds for me to go on Tumblr, Nick.
Tumblr.
Ew. But why?
Cameron, I think we need to find a new D&D campaign. That comment.
Neither of you are art people.
Tumblr's not for art.
It's where all the artists put their crap.
I like the art.
DeviantArt isn't easy to put shit on and view shit, so they put it on Tumblr.
I don't see that much art on Tumblr. I mean, I do, but not like other websites. I feel like most of them use Twitter or Instagram.
Probably now, yeah.
Nowadays, yeah, because Tumblr kind of got toxic. Yeah, it's
Their-
just a little.
Their
just-
whole reply reblog shit doesn't help you get feedback either. It's kind of
Yep, and then they did the
Scrolls.
stupid thing where they were like, "Hey, you don't actually get to decide what you see. We get to decide what you see."
it's all like
Tumblr's not cool. Not anymore.
yeah.
So you all head out into what the hell? What the fuck?
Yeah. That kind of shit. Yeah.
They're so majestic.
Oh, that reminds me. I saw a.
They go real.
Real. That's how I imagine they would go.
Oh, there. There's a post earlier today that I found kind of funny.
So as you guys get outside, what exactly are you doing?
Taking a breath of fresh air.
We probably need to stop something from following us.
Close the door.
How
Close
are
the
you going
door.
How are you going to close the large stone door that you opened that sort of just like slid up?
We'll go find the ant.
We'll compel it to shut.
I'm a ranger. He can listen to me.
He must listen to you. That's what you do, right? That's what
Mhm.
rangers do.
Talks to
What did I
plants.
do?
I
Talks to
demand that.
plants.
I figured the druid would be more qualified.
He's not here right now.
Leave a message at the beep.
Hello,
I'm
this
kinda-
druid is not here right now. Please leave a message after the beep.
Sure, you talk to nature. I just kind of stare at you. I wait for you to talk.
Yeah, you totally talk to nature.
Totally.
Go ahead. Start talking.
All totality. Now Joe is getting yelled at.
Yeah, he does that a lot.
Is Joe toxic on video games? I feel like he is.
Toxic on what now?
Video games.
No, he's actually like really cool.
I feel like he's one of those 12-year-olds that just yells at everybody.
As long as they haven't listened to Don't Stop Believing.
Dude, Division 2 comes out in a year.
No, it comes out in March.
Basically a year.
Basically a year, yeah. I forgot it was June. I thought it was like September already.
Nick, you need help?
Yes, I do. I need a calendar.
They are literally on like
Down at the bottom right, I think you can double click.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that. I'm not gonna use that.
Oh,
Why
hey, look
would
at that. The exact thing I need. I'm not going to use that.
Nope.
I'd rather complain about it and blame you guys.
It's something I need to be forced to stare at every day.
You really gonna stare at a calendar every day?
Hey,
So what I'm hearing,
if it's like
what I'm
right there
hearing-
when I open my eyes in the morning, I'll be forced to look at it.
so what I'm hearing is we need to tape a calendar to your ceiling.
Eyelids.
Your eyelids. Good luck with that.
Damn, I still can't find this fucking. Damn it. It was today that it's already gone.
What was today?
Freaking post I found on the internet.
Oh. You were looking for something that you wanted to show us or something?
Yeah.
What?
No, that was terrible. Terrible and awful. It should never be seen by anybody.
That's not.
Okay.
How far away is it? Alright, I'll be right back, I guess. Or not.
Dun dun dun.
Why are you sending me anime intros in different styles, Cameron?
Specifically so you would question your friendship with him.
He does that every
that every
moment.
day. Every
No, he doesn't
moment.
talk to me every day. He talks to me about once a week.
Every moment.
Of every day. He thinks about you. He thinks about you that much. That's how important you are to him. What is this? That's pretty good.
Oh, I found it. I found what I was looking for. I found it.
I am back. Am I still alive?
Yeah.
Ran outside.
Just
Shut the door.
silly.
Where did I miss?
We ran outside. Pictures being posted.
I'm a big fan of that one. That one's pretty silly. Although cats don't pee on things like that.
Yeah, of course they do. Save. There it is.
Cool. So what's up?
So the thing that Raph heard. Oh wait, no, Raph did not hear,
Raph
but the
didn't
rest
hear
of them
it. Everybody
heard.
else did.
Except for Taxi, because Taxi's high as fuck.
Yeah.
Is the sound of
Stone on stone.
stone on stone
Some hot stone on stone action.
as it scraped across other stone and then clunk on the ground.
And we all GTFO'd because we didn't want to know what was in the sarcophagus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's someone else's problem. That's what I heard.
Now we need to find a way to close this door.
Yes, the door is open and
Wait a
slid into the top of this this archway.
I'm just gonna start molding Earth.
I'm gonna use this and try to make it fall.
Okay.
Gonna hit it right where it slides up, like in that area. Hopefully it falls.
It also says a non-magical object.
I mean, a rock face.
But
Oh,
it
you-
clearly had a somewhat magical lock, right?
The rocks above it
The
didn't.
rocks above it.
Oh, that's true.
I don't care if the door. I'm not trying to damage the door. I'm just trying to make it fall.
That's fair.
Like break the rock so it falls.
All right, so you hear a cracking sound as the door kind of slides down very quickly. And then you hear as it sort of slows down and stops. There's about 4 feet between the ground and the bottom of the door.
Dirt.
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 I'll help him with a
I'm
shovel.
shoveling dirt. Like, even while he's doing this, I'm still just shoveling dirt in there. I mean, I can move 5, just to illustrate, I can move 5 cubic feet of dirt in 6 seconds.
Yeah, that's pretty impressive.
That's a lot of-
I'll
I mean, like,
play
I'm
a
fucking
happy
industrial
song.
machinery when I
I don't
put my
play a
mind to it.
happy song.
I clicked
I'm
the wrong thing.
concerned about the loud
You
noise. we
do
heard.
not play a happy song. You try to play
I'll
a
pull out
happy
my
song,
flute and help
but,
you.
Why are you making the earth moldy?
I'm
Gotta get them mushrooms, man. It's fungus.
Mushrooms don't.
so yeah, I
give us
can.
the
I mean, I
control.
can move a ridiculous amount of dirt.
How is mold
I was
really
thinking-
not a fungus because it has spores?
I
Fungus
don't
has
think mold-
spores.
well, now I have to look it up. Is mold a fungus?
Number one.
A mold is a fungus that grows in the form of multicellular
Bam.
filaments called hyphae. Yes.
It is a fungus.
Raph is still, by the way, just panicked, just like mounding. Like, even once that's full, he's just piling up more dirt
More,
in front of it.
more. Yeah, we're excavating.
All right.
Like, he's
So
like lost his mind.
as you were piling up the earth, you would have probably heard this.
More dirt, more dirt.
Yep.
That's what good
What?
macaroni and cheese sounds like.
Ha, what?
Never mind.
More dirt, more dirt.
Sound the grilled
the
chicken
dirt.
sandwich makes when you fry it apart.
Hey,
Like, I
Tex,
probably
you
have-
want to go down to the bar?
I'm probably gonna have to go like further afield to fetch the dirt now because I've dug up everything around here. And
Right.
piled it.
All of this right here is now up against there. Maybe a couple of trees. Couple of trees to block it in. You know, these ones are now over
Go
there.
ask that treant for help, just piling giant
I
stones.
don't know where the hell he went.
No, I give
No, we know
directions
where he
on
went.
where he went.
Yeah,
I'm
you would
clearing
know
somewhere.
basically exactly where he was.
So Raph is just leaning out of breath against this gigantic pile of dirt.
Meanwhile, that headache is kind of getting worse now.
You can go to Jackass.
I'll
Yeah.
check
What?
on the wound. Yeah, definitely gonna have to go to Jackass.
Yeah, that wound, those tendrils are getting worse.
So do I think I'll have time to take a quick detour via the Treant?
Yes.
Okay, so
It's still definitely slower than it was initially.
because I want to go do whatever we gotta do on those homunculus parts.
All right.
Because this disease is not good,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't want it to happen again.
Agreed. Hey, I want to go over here to this rift and try to throw one of the heads at it.
That's one way to do it.
I hide behind the
guess.
bunker we made earlier.
Make it somebody else's problem.
It's already someone else's problem. What problem are you talking about? I don't know a problem. There are no problems.
There's no problem behind this giant mound of dirt either.
I want to.
It's not following us. It won't find us in town and slaughter half the town trying to get to us because we stole from the crypt. Why did we come here? We shouldn't have done this.
Would Jackass's people be there since we told him about it?
There is a gargoyle flitting around it.
I want to grab one of the heads by the hair, right into the rift.
And just like everything else you threw at it, it just sort of like thump,
Just goes through it.
doesn't really affect the rift.
Damn, not magical enough to be eaten by it. Okay, that doesn't work.
Put a magical weapon in its mouth.
So I would like to go by the Trant quickly.
Okay.
Here,
We told her to go over
here.
to this.
We'll make it really quick. We'll use this, and then I'll run at like 8 bajillion speed. As you
I'll
know.
just surf on the disc.
Yeah. I can go 60 and then 90 and then wait a couple seconds and then go 60 and then 90 then wait a couple seconds.
Beach Boys is playing in the background.
Which one? Which Beach Boys song?
All of them.
I was
At one
thinking
time-
more of running in the 90s, but works too. All the Beach Boys.
USA. Surfing USA. There you go.
I kind of like the idea of just all of the Beach Boy songs.
Sounds terrible.
Stereotypical surfer music.
Alright, so when we get there, first things first, want to take
Hello.
care of the homunculus parts with mold earth to dig trenches or whatever I gotta do to bury these things.
Okay.
Just eat them.
Then I will approach the clearing where I assume that the Triant's gonna be.
Okay. I'll just go ahead and take you guys over there. Whoop, boop. There he is.
And sort of at the edge of the clearing, I'll put down my scimitar and shield.
Okay.
Sort of differentially. I'll approach him. And I'll say, Eldon, will you speak with me?
He sort of opens his eyes. It seems he was taking a nap. Yes.
Is this place better for you?
Much better.
I'm glad to hear it. Though I'm afraid I come bearing bad news that I think we'll need your help with.
What is that?
Yorm is being threatened. We just discovered that someone is trying to kill Yorm. Someone by the name of Aaron Tamana. And I was hoping that with our abilities combined, we could forewarn him.
I see. This is not good at all.
It looks to be some kind of sorcerer cleric, planeswalker of significant power.
I shrug. I don't know what it is.
Errant tomato, yes.
Alright,
Tomato.
tomato.
Aaron Tomato.
Well, I know one of our other druids loves to mispronounce names. That'll definitely be what I suggest.
Spending too long in the wilds.
What was his name again? Tomato? Yeah.
They'll be calling me
Aaron Tamano.
Hagworth soon.
So I'll go ahead and tell him the name of Aaron Tamano, and he was also in contact with someone named Nirvana. I don't know if either of those names ring a bell to Eldon.
Dova King.
Novocaine?
Navigate? No.
Volcano.
Nirvana does not sound familiar to me.
Can you contact Yorm?
I could definitely. There is a ritual that I and other treants perform that would allow us to get in contact with Yorm,
Do it.
but I will have to gather them. They are kind of scattered around this region.
We set trees on fire. Will they come fight us?
Not a good idea, Seven. Seven,
Don't
not a
get in
good
one
idea.
place.
Not a good idea. They'll be angry.
Let them come.
Seven,
see
immediately
this.
you would feel roots starting to sprout sort of around your feet.
He's just jesting. It's the thing about cat people, you know.
They're
They're big
assholes.
old
I mean,
jokesters.
You fellas want to go to the bar?
I don't like the drink.
You can perform. It's for you, buddy.
Oh, that's so nice. Yeah, okay,
Kill
we can
that
do that.
adamant to eat him.
Well, Eldon, I believe
Yeah, I'll
this
perform.
is real and immediate. Is this
The
a ritual you
fast,
teach me?
the fastest, no. It would require at least 5 treants.
I'm as good as 3.
You're gonna try and make this tree laugh before the end of the day, aren't you?
Well, I'm serious.
So
It
what-
doesn't. It's not a requirement of magical ability. It is about your connection to nature.
I'm a cat.
Yeah.
You disrespect nature.
I'm a snake.
By pooping in the sand. Disrespectful. Covering it up for people to step in.
So with all respect, I know that
Help me relax. Okay.
one
follow
can't
the
hurry a
waterfalls.
treant, but what can, a druid of Yorm do to expedite this process?
Well, there should be a place of worship within the nearby town. If you go to there and find the shrine dedicated to Yorm, that may help.
That absolutely can do that. Is there any, time frame we're looking at here?
Soon would probably be best.
Okay, good. Just so that I can focus all my attention on this task, I was wondering if you could answer 2 small questions for me out of your infinite wisdom.
Yes.
So say, first one is, and then I pull down my jacket and go, how do I not die?
What was it that struck you to leave such a mark?
I've hold out one of the heads. This thing.
That thing?
I see. It appears to be a cursed disease of some sort, similar to vampirism or lycanthropy.
Can be a
Or
werewolf.
what?
Vampire.
Turn into one of them?
It definitely seems to be the case.
This might be a good thing.
Oh,
You get
no, that's not a
stronger.
good
What do you mean it's not a good thing?
for life to get corrupted. By Yorm's grace, that's not a good thing.
Power, corruption, it goes hand in hand.
By the end of this, we're going to see Seven become a lich.
I had an undead character once. Sort of. It was weird.
Do you know what I could do to resolve this?
Purification of some sort would definitely be required. Probably some sort of advanced alchemical tincture, or maybe great healing magics from those who are in touch with the divine.
What about a knife?
I appreciate
That will
your
not help.
assistance. I just have one small trifling question for you that I don't want to take up any more of your time. And I pull out the bag of seeds. I say, do you know what these are? And are these relevant to the vampirism?
They are not. They appear to be seeds of a race I thought long dead.
Ooh.
They appear to be the seeds of ancient treants, the ones that were much more... I suppose the word would be easily influenced by those with darker tendencies.
Mm.
There was a great war between us and them. We thought we had wiped them out.
So what you're saying is I shouldn't plant these somewhere.
It would not be advisable, no.
Are they just
Understood.
easily tempted, or is it like vulnerable to evil?
Vulnerable to evil.
So would you have any objection to their existence if they weren't evil?
I have no objection to their existence so long as they do not act upon their impulses.
That's fair enough.
Fast do they grow?
It depends upon the amount of outside influences. The nature magic within the area, the amount of care and nurture they receive. They could either grow very quickly or very slowly.
So and I assume they would grow to full treant size, such as your majestic self, but obviously not as majestic.
Correct.
Well,
Very
thank you for your
flattering.
time. Because he could squish me. And you.
I can run.
Yeah, you think you can outrun treants, but they're surprisingly squishy. Like, they squish you. You did. So I sort of leave the clearing bowing and thanking him, and I'll tell him that I will head to the Shrine to Yorm post-haste.
Alright.
And pick up my scimitar and shield on my way out.
Okay.
Surfing USA. Can you please take me to Jackass? Because I don't really... As much as, like, out of character, by the way, like, B, Little Raptor, yeah, 100% would want to be a vampire in this, like, whatever character I'm playing. This is the hardest
Druids,
thing to
however.
turn down. You have no idea how hard this is to turn down.
Right? It's like, this is good.
Like, every game I play, I want to be the Necromancer, I want to be the Lich, I want to be fucking...
Why did you make a druid?
Yeah,
God, I just want you to know how
That's
much
right.
this is tearing me apart.
Right, so
I apologize.
You're tearing
That's
me
awesome.
apart, Lisa!
Alright, so I've run up to Jackass's door and pound on it.
I found on it.
This-
too.
Didn't
This is
even
the
check
night
if it's-
Raph suicides his character.
Yeah, pretty much. Not
Yeah.
even remembering to check if it's locked or not.
I don't care. I just bang on it.
Well, there's no, like, it can't be opened from the outside anyways. Like, it doesn't have any sort of, like, handle or anything.
Doesn't need one.
Jackass.
We already
Jackass.
established this. It doesn't need a handle.
Exactly.
Jackass,
That's just-
for the love of Yorm, let me in.
Yeah, so you would hear it creak open as another small gargoyle opens it and is like, right, what do you
Emergency.
need?
I just
Like, all right,
I pull,
get in.
pull out over my shirt.
Yeah, that doesn't look good. Jackass, we got something bad going on. and you kind of hear crashing going on upstairs as the stairs sort of appear from up there coming down to the first level. He appears to be wearing some safety goggles of some sort, and his face seems to be more soot stained than normal for a fire genasi. Yes, what's going? What's the emergency? Yes, what?
At this point, Raph's like just almost talking gibberish.
Raph's super sick.
Now,
He's got
yeah,
like this black shit on him that a vampire touched him with mouth hands. Can you fix it?
I'm sorry, did you say vampire with mouth hands?
Yeah. Want to see the face?
Oh,
didn't we bury that? Didn't we bury that?
Yeah. We didn't bury it. We went to the Treant, dude.
Why?
They were in that place over there in the wall.
Okay. Yeah, that's so you ran up against homunculi.
Yes.
I thought they were a myth. Lovely.
I got 2.
I can feel
my
my
pets.
essence changing.
I'll sell them to you.
Yes, that's not good. I'm definitely going to need one of those heads.
Sell to you.
What's your
7.
asking price?
All your spells.
That's not going to happen.
I'll give you 2 for all your spells.
I want to rip the hand from 7 and throw it at him in panic.
All right. He catches it.
I got a
I
second.
don't know if
Say
7
this one too.
wants to contest it.
No.
With 7, no. Okay.
I'd
He
be,
catches it.
I'd be
and the
hardcore bargaining right now, so my grip would be like weak, I guess.
Raph is not strong though, so
I'm not strong either.
You're both magic users.
Yeah. You got more strength than I do, I promise you.
Yeah, probably. So then,
He uses weapons.
the first thing. So
X.
as he catches the head, he's then going to toss a bag at you, 7. If you are to look inside, you're going to find a variety of files filled with a variety of liquids. What's in them will take some more observation.
I can identify the shit out
Yep. Now,
over the course of a minute.
what he's going to do is first pull out one of the fangs of the head and go over to one of his mortar and pestles. Places the fang in the mortar and pestle, starts adding other alchemical ingredients.
Raph is just like on his knees in the center of the room crying at this point.
I'm studying what he does.
It's like the most unnatural thing ever to be corrupted in this manner.
Can I get a sample from the wound, please?
I hand him the vial that I have.
All right. He dumps it in and starts to pour a kind of like silvery clear liquid. Kind of like if you've seen the Harry Potter movies, kind of what Felix Felicis looks like.
Yes.
And as he does so, the entire thing that he was mixing up starts to change into this shimmery orange liquid that he then brings over to Raph and basically just puts it up to his mouth. It's like, here, drink this.
Just drinks reflexively.
All right. As you do so, your headache fades, and the black tendrils from the wound slowly return towards it, and the wound closes up, and you're left with nothing more than a scar.
So Raph will grab his hand like desperately in both of his hands and just thank him profusely. And if there's anything at all you need, I owe you. I owe you a debt, and I will not forget.
Well, I wouldn't mind hanging on to this, he says, just holding up the head by its hair. This is pretty good compensation.
You can have it, even though I'm not there.
I'm still reluctant, but
Just
I don't
over
know
it.
how much.
Over from the...
We have a second one,
He
don't
can
we?
hear my amazing
Yeah, we have a
performance as I
second.
shred it.
You want another?
We're playing air guitar at the bar.
Ooh.
Well, you're playing air guitar. I'm playing.
No, we're
air
both playing air
Oh.
air guitar, but it's so good they think they can hear it.
I think
Yeah,
I'm gonna go
mine
get some
is.
rest.
No, yours is so bad they think they can
I'm
hear
gonna
it.
bargain with this
That's
motherfucker.
probably a good idea.
So I'll take myself out.
Likely, when you wake up, you will probably have a small headache that is probably going to persist for a couple hours after you wake up, but after that, you should be fine.
Thank you so much.
I'm the cook.
And then I walk out the door, and instead of going to rest, I go immediately to the Shrine of Yorm.
All right.
I'm gonna bargain with Jack.
Yeah, I'll
Try to
go
sell him
rest.
the other head.
Time to bargain for the other one.
You give me for this one. This one's a female.
Here, Sean, this is what you're playing.
I really would have loved it if I could have had their bodies as well, but the head alone was good enough.
I mean, you have to bargain with the other guy for the bodies. Oh.
That's fair. And he's going to take the rest of that liquid that he mashed up for Raph, and he pours it over both the heads. As soon as he does so, all of their regeneration that was happening immediately shrinks away and dies away.
Neat. What do you give me for it?
Well, let's see here.
Why are you like this, Cameron?
He looks over the head. See. I would give you a good 200 platinum for it.
Money's good here. Talking stuff.
Ah, I see. All right, let me see. He goes over to one of his desks and starts rummaging through it.
Wow,
Let's
I'm just
see
looking up at his
here.
bookshelves.
Aha! Here we go. He pulls out a strange little orb thing. And sort of touches an indentation, a circular indentation on it. And it all sort of concentric sort of patterns on it sort of fold themselves away until it's this little sphere of glass that has a little thing of metal at the top. And inside of it is a strange little fish that just sort of looks at you,
Ooh, dinner.
Pulls it.
cocks its head.
I cocked my head.
So, are you aware of what this is?
Fish. Dinner. Snack.
No. This is a seer fish.
See just.
I don't care what it came from.
This fish is, well, supposedly the idea is that it is a emissary of sorts for Yog-Sothoth, or at least that's what the cults told me. What I found is that it is an incredible wealth of knowledge to it. However, it only seems to want to answer about one question every 6 hours or so. After that, it returns to its plane, I suppose, and the orb goes dark.
Oh, question.
I pretty much...
Random. Any question?
Pretty much.
Does it do anything else? Questions? Answers?
Pretty much. It seems to be hold sort of information in general.
Does it teach?
Yes. It's where I got some of the best ideas for some of my experiments.
Oh,
But I've sort of outgrown it at this point. However, its usefulness was quite invaluable for a while.
what'd you use it for?
many, many different things.
Wow, that's specific.
Specifically, something teach a cat to fish. Yeah, pretty much. Specifically, it helped me develop quite a few of my newer spells, and helped me figure out why certain things go wrong with them when I first test them.
You've already perfected and written these down.
Correct.
You don't need the fish. Just need the books.
Incorrect. The fish, however, knows much more than I do. I'm honestly uncertain to the limit of its knowledge. It may very well be infinite.
Okay. Sure. Alright, I'll take the
Alright.
That sounds baller.
I've also got what else do I have? I got these really old coins. Anything about them? 17 old. From that like first certain place.
I'm sorry?
I grabbed 17 of those old coins from that first altar behind the statue.
Mm-hmm.
You know anything about them?
I mean, they're old coins from
Old time.
an era. Yes.
Yeah.
Old Kingdom kind of coins.
To a collector,
Ah.
they're worth money.
Here we
Correct.
go. There we
To
go.
you, they're worth jack shit.
Yes, not really worth much.
How
to
about
me.
these that I hold out 5C? Do you know what these are?
I know exactly what those are. Those.
Are-
Where did you
Even
find
there.
those?
They are
Where did you find them?
a box. I had to molest that box to open it.
Huh.
Yeah.
Sounds like an interesting story. Anyway, those are
Ancient treants. Yes, I know. I talked to the big treant that was nearby. Yes.
yes, pretty much. What you would essentially consider evil treant seeds.
Yeah.
Those are very interesting.
Yeah. Got 5.
Raph, don't plant them!
I'm not there anymore. I wouldn't know any of this.
Will you give me 5?
For 5 of those, let's see.
These things are like extinct.
They are
Magic sword.
indeed.
This is
Magic
enough.
sword.
This is enough for cross pollination. You could make an army in like 100 years.
Let me see here.
God, Russ,
Because-
a huge bag of them. This is like 1,000 nuclear weapons in a bag.
I know, that's why I took 5.
He goes back and begins rummaging through his things. Pulls out a book.
Ooh.
And brings it over to you.
What book is this?
This
We've updated
Is-
our privacy policy terms.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Oh god.
You need to sign it. What's in the book?
You win.
This book is sort of reminiscent of, well, what I would probably be doing with these books. It's a book on necromancy.
Yes! Yes!
Much
Why did I
necromancy.
leave?
All the
How to
necromancy?
control rafts when they get uppity after they turn.
Or before their turn.
Yes.
Much necromancy.
So, wait. If you become a vampire, can you wild shape into vampiric bears and stuff?
yes.
You see, that's why I really like this is killing me to cure that. This is oh god. Any other
Yeah.
character I would make an excuse for.
How much necromancy's in the book?
How
Why
much
does your
necromancy?
paladin want to be
Yeah,
a
like-
A lot of necromancy.
Vampire.
All the necromancies up to like eye level, or just like
No. It goes up to level 5 spells of necromancy.
Wow!
I'll take that. Yeah, I'll trade him 4 seeds for that.
4 seeds.
4
Alright.
for that one.
He
All right.
rips out the last page.
He rips out the last page.
I use mending on it to fix it. Book can't be more than a foot, right?
Blank if you mended it.
Honestly, I feel like people don't give mending enough credit.
It's a fucking. You do so
It can
much
be
shit.
kind of broken.
You broke that contract. Psst, fixed.
Yep.
What? Rip it in half. Fixed.
By the way, if you're curious as to what the fish looks like,
It looks like the fish. The cat in
no,
the hat.
looks like that fish. That there fish.
Oh, okay. For some reason I had the fish from the Cat in the Hat movie in my head.
Not a fish.
I just had a goldfish with really big eyes in my head.
Yeah, from the Cat in the Hat
Same.
movie.
That is
Yeah,
indeed.
that thing is creepy.
Yeah.
Don't smash it. Smash it right
you need
now.
to burn that thing.
Gotta ask it. What does this mean? Oh, it means this. Okay, I'll talk to you in 6 hours. What does this
I can
mean?
show you quickly.
There's a puzzle. How do I solve this?
Exactly.
It could probably tell you.
Easy mode.
Pull the lever
Got the
on the
cheat
left.
codes.
Assuming it always, no one ever said it always tells you the truth.
This is true. Maybe it lies to you. Who knows?
Fuck yourself.
Maybe I
That's all
threatened
it
it.
says.
No, it tells you 99 truths and 1 lie.
Maybe I shocking grabs the ball while he's here, and he doesn't like that.
The one lie is always your mother loved you.
Always.
Joke's on you.
Magic 8-ball fish. Does my mother love me? Of course she does.
Thomas
I have to
Kenyon
think
asked that
about it.
question.
Please
Too
try
soon.
again later.
And Thomas's would be like, your mom's dead. Chill.
Okay. I got the fish. I got the necromancy book. I still have 1 seed.
Basically, the sphere that the fish is in looks like an apple of Eden.
Okay.
When it's all, not an orb.
So Assassin's Creed
water.
Apple.
Yes.
Because in my Bible picture book, they don't look like that.
Yes, the apple of Eden from the Assassin's Creed.
The new Assassin's Creed looks dope, by the way.
Okay, the first thing I asked the fish is, do you tell the truth?
All the other-
Anyway.
Sometimes.
I think
You're
he
so
gypped me.
fluffy, puppers.
Fucker gypped me. Okay, that's why I kept 1 seed.
But it's not never, so.
Not never.
No, it's not never.
Whenever he feels like it.
Just sometimes. Just it's another. Oh, and you would hear that in your mind, by the way.
Yeah, 'cause
It wouldn't
fish
actually.
don't have vocal
Yeah.
cords.
Yeah.
And
This one does.
talking underwater.
Well, it actually does conduct sound waves better, but not conducive to human hearing.
He's a cat.
That is true.
Shouldn't he be
I always
tempted to
forget
eat
that.
it?
I have universal.
I think he should make a save once a day to, if he wants to eat it or not.
It's not a goldfish. It's
They
creepy.
like all fish.
It
I
is
don't,
creepy.
I don't know.
It
Yeah,
looks
look at that thing.
poisonous.
It looks like it has to make a save not to eat him.
It doesn't.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter if it's poisonous or not. You can eat it once.
Is it poisonous or venomous?
Mm.
Poisonous if you eat it.
It looks
and
like a butterfly.
If it's venomous, I can eat it. No problem.
Yeah,
And
it's
it
kind of
can
like
eat you,
butterfly
too.
fish.
So it doesn't need water, it can fly.
Oh, that's even better.
I mean, the sort of like glass orb that it appears in when all the little metal parts
Let's free
move
it and
away.
we'll get 3 wishes.
It doesn't really look like it's in water when it does that. It just sort of looks like a globe of glass.
How does my performance at the tavern go over?
It goes over pretty well. In fact, your
I'll,
people throw some money at you.
to
They
get off
throw
the
it at me.
stage.
They don't give it to me. They throw it at me.
Get off the
They're like
stage,
they're like
I'll leave
they're throwing
Jackus's.
money like into your little into like a collector's hat. Or
I'll tell
whatever. I
Jackus
assume you have on
to
the floor.
enjoy.
That's a $50 hat, and you're getting it dirty with your money.
I tell
How
look,
much? How much do I make?
Somebody puts their used
Uh,
underwear
okay.
in
Let me
it.
see. I
That's
will
a-
roll how much you make.
I'll say thanks, Jackus. Enjoy your experiments and research, and don't make those things evil on me now. And I'll leave.
Yeah, he's sort of like immediately started testing stuff on them. He's not really paying attention to you anymore.
Well, I'll write him a note and set it down somewhere on the door. Give it to his gargoyle dude or whatever, and says, "Make sure he sees this." And it's like, "Don't make evil trees."
Don't make evil trees.
And I'll.
You gave a wizard the ability to make evil trees for science, and then you tell him not to. All right, we're gonna have a bunch of evil Groots running around.
And I'll write, "P.S. I challenge you to make them good trees."
Oh, that might be a good idea, actually.
Yeah.
He might take up that challenge. By the way,
What Raph's gonna be doing, but
that is 67 gold pieces that you earn.
Woo!
I'm
I
gonna.
played at the right establishment.
66 were from me. No, I'm joking.
I'm gonna make my way over to the inn as well. Are they,
All right.
Are they still playing? When I get
I
there?
No,
assume so.
we're at the bar playing.
Okay.
Yeah.
We're not playing there anymore.
Yeah.
We're at the brewery.
Inn, brewery.
You're at the brewery now.
We were at the brewery playing. We already left.
gotta go to the source.
Whatever. Regardless. If I stumble across them playing somewhere, I'm gonna railgun right past their head.
Good thing we
Here's
left.
money. I'm not gonna try to hit him. It's
That's
a
fucked
joke.
up.
'Cause it's a silver piece.
All right, and you're going to
Book of
the holy house then?
I'm just assuming that's where the shrine
Yes.
would be.
Yes, that is where the shrines to all the gods are.
So is it getting late?
Yes.
So as I go,
I'm gonna stay in.
I
my long rest.
started out, if you remember, with a pouch of seeds, sort of wild seeds.
Mm-hmm.
Not, this is an important distinction, not the pouch of ancient evil tree ant seeds.
Right.
Regular seeds. I'm just going to use mold earth as I walk to sow some seeds
Okay.
in the unkept places.
All right.
And then, yeah, I approach the shrine.
Okay. Well then, you would see the shrine of Yorm and the depiction, suppose basically his little symbol is
I'm gonna be right back.
a large wolf.
My man.
Yep. That's the sort of the emblem, and then the statue would be of a large wolf.
So is it sort of an open air statue or is it inside?
It's inside, yes. All of the shrines are inside.
Are there other
Of
people
this-
around?
I mean, there are some people milling around praying to different shrines of different gods, but for the most part, it seems to be fairly empty at this time of day.
That's probably a good thing. Okay. So I'll approach the shrine with deference, and then I will snap my fingers, and 2 dire wolves appear.
All right.
And I'll basically sit down cross-legged in front of the shrine and meditate and set them to guard me.
All right. So you would suddenly hear, as you're sitting there meditating, I assume with your eyes closed,
Yep, exactly.
would open your eyes pretty much immediately as you hear a cracking sound of stone moving in front of you. And as you look up, there's a faint orange glow to the eyes of the statue in front of you. As it sort of looks at you, bending down slightly to do so.
I'll just bow my head and sort of avert my eyes. Obviously, sort of the body language is submissive.
Mm-hmm.
And just wait like that until he decides to
sort of
like 2 dogs, you know.
Mm-hmm.
2
Sort of
wolves.
faintly nuzzles you with the top of his head.
So at that point I'll look up and say, Great Yorm, I'm afraid you're in danger from one Aaron Tamano. He is seeking to kill you.
The statue seems unable to speak, however, it cocks its head like a dog that is curious.
He's a drift walker who, in my opinion, has been driven insane from it. Kept talking to someone named Nirvana, and stated that then he would come and kill you. So be on your guard, if I may be so bold.
The statue bows its head to you, nodding.
I bow back.
And returns to its plinth and becomes immobile once more.
I like the word plinth.
That's a good word.
Plinth is a good word.
So I'll stand up, dust myself off, and sort of put a hand on each wolf beside me, and then walk out of the holy house, head held high, and think about all the ways I'm going to scare the crap out of Taxi. Now that I've just happened to have 2 wolves
Good
for
luck.
the next hour.
I'm high as a kite. I see 4.
Yeah, that's fair.
Mhm.
You kind of are putting the guards off a little bit with your wolves, although they don't stop you because you seem to have them under control.
I just wait.
Because you have wolves.
Now. Like, life is looking great right now. It was looking terrible an hour ago. Like, you know what I mean? Like that. Like you walk outside and you can smell the air and everything's great.
One
Yeah.
guard's like, you gotta have those on leashes.
They gotta have
I
We
don't,
have a
themselves
leash
on
on.
I
leashes.
don't see any leash law posters here.
We have
Yeah,
leash
there's-
laws, sir.
Oh, that reminds.
Dude,
Yes.
stop being a dick. You know we don't. You do this to everyone who comes in with animals. You do not have leash law.
Yes, we do.
Don't mind. Don't
I
mind.
made them.
Weren't you at the meeting
I
last
made
week? Oh.
So I opened the door, letting Winston's dog out earlier, and there's just a chihuahua at the end of the stairs with a leash on. Nobody around, just a random dog with a leash. And I'm like, what the fuck?
There used to be a person attached to this leash.
I hope so,
That's
anyway.
kinky. Oh,
Oh,
we were talking about the other end.
So I will make my way back to the bar.
all right. In that case, I'm gonna drop you all into the bar, since you're all there now.
Here we go. perfect loophole.
Perfect loophole? What are you talking about?
Wait. Wrong.
Oh, Adamant is not there.
Better not be.
She's just in there chilling.
Hey.
I didn't know you guys were gonna come here. I'm sorry.
Please don't show me again.
There you go.
I'm not smart and shouldn't be by myself.
I just immediately close her eyes. If I can't see you, you can't see me. Alright, so I'll walk up to Darman and kind of forget that I've got two wolves, giant dire wolves trailing me still. Like bumping into chairs and shit. And just ask him for, in Dwarvish, for just a light ale.
I'm gonna rent a room from him.
All
I'm
right.
pretty sure mine is run out of its payment.
Yeah.
The hunch.
All right. So Darman's going to get you your ale.
Thank you, Darman. I think in Dwarvish. It's been a hell of a day.
He nods back at you.
I start trying to sell ash laced wasp to people.
That ash, by the way, is no longer growing.
Oh, I don't care.
All right. You find a few people who are interested in trying it. However, as soon as they do, for the most part, they end up just coughing and sort of like
Dying.
being very dizzy.
Lightweight.
However, you do manage to get a little bit of profit off of selling it that. So let's see.
7,000.
No, you earned 29.
He never told you how much he sold it for.
I don't care. That's how much you,
You
get.
don't get a choice.
You don't get a exactly.
It's experimental.
It's experimental. You take what you get.
Yeah, I smoke it with them too.
It's like
It's
pouring.
good stuff.
We don't
So-
rent a room as well.
Hey, I got our rooms for the night. Don't worry, guys.
Thanks, Hogarth.
I walk in the room. There's a naked
And
cat
then,
in here.
I point to Seven. I say it's on his tab. But no, I will buy everyone's rooms for the evening.
Okay.
How much will that be?
How
I
much
sleep
would
on the roof.
that would be for everyone?
Yeah.
Don't buy me a room because I'm just going out a window.
That would be
I assume me and Raph are gonna bunk because we're buddies.
I want to sleep over.
I look at you, I look at the wolf to my left, I look at the wolf to my right.
I assume
Orgy!
me and Raph
Oh.
are gonna bunk because we're buddies.
Alright. You've had a tough day, Hogarth. I get it.
And
You got
Zenkus
it.
too.
I'm just gonna crawl out the
I
window.
didn't sign up for that.
I'm sleeping on the roof either way.
Don't be
I
a
don't really
shit.
sleep.
On the
I don't really sleep.
I'll buy 3 rooms, one for Taxi, one for Seven, and one for me and Raph.
all right.
He's gonna
That's
stay
gonna
up all
set-
night, seeing if he
Then
can
that's gonna
hotbox
set you
it.
back 24 gold.
Chump change.
Hey, don't.
Drop
Which
it, drop
background did you use? Do you get to stay for free?
I did
Uh,
use the Bard background, which the entertainer.
That means you can. You performed earlier. You get to stay. We get to stay for free, or you do anyway. One of our rooms is.
Did
that
you
how that
perform
works?
here though?
Yeah,
Um,
that's where I meant to perform at.
Okay.
I didn't.
Yeah.
Cameron was stupid when he said we performed at the brewery. I didn't perform at a brewery.
I perform at
perform-
breweries every Friday night.
I performed at the tavern.
Yes. Then yes, you would get one of your rooms for free.
Sweet, it's mine and Raph's. And then I'll buy 7 and
Then that would set you back 16 gold.
again, jump change. Alright, and I tell 7 and Taxi that their rooms are taken care of. Give them a thumbs up.
Thanks, Ogarth.
You're welcome.
About
And-
time you do something right.
Oh. Okay.
I think that's the closest I've ever heard Taxi to getting to a thank you.
One
Don't
day.
insult me like that.
One day.
So also want to check in with Darman, ask him about his family, all in Dwarvish, and just check to make sure that he didn't run into any trouble because of certain misadventures that may or may not have happened upstairs.
Yeah, no. Everything turned out alright. Don't worry too much about it. Just don't talk about it too much.
Don't talk about it. Don't
That's-
fucking talk about it.
That's why I'm talking in Dwarvish, though.
Right.
Yeah, 'cause there's no dwarves in this town anywhere, or people who speak Dwarvish.
Yeah, totally not.
Of course not. Raph totally known for subtlety. Totally subtle guy.
Very subtle.
Super subtle.
Hey, what's that giant what's with the giant? Yep, okay, that's a giant wolf.
Oh, don't worry, they're
Mm.
2. That's 2. Giant wolves.
He does sort of mention that if you could try to keep the large animals outside, that would be great.
I slide him another 10 gold pieces.
Nah, don't worry. That fair enough. Fair enough. I've given you a hard enough time,
I take the 10 gold pieces back.
and I'll wave my hands, and the 2 wolves disappear.
All right, thank you.
It's concentration, so all I have to
Right.
do is stop trying.
I've got money. Why won't you let me flaunt it?
Well, this isn't Dwarvish the whole time. Do you speak Dwarvish?
Well, he gestured to the wolves.
Fair enough.
I speak Gnomish. Is that close?
It's they would have
It's
similar
not.
derivatives.
It's basically Dwarvish, but upside down.
Actually, yeah.
They would have similar derivatives. Like they would both essentially be considered Romance languages if it
Be
were real world.
trying to
but-
talk in Spanish by adding O to every word you say.
It would be like
Or
trying to talk to
Spain.
someone who is French in Spanish.
So they're
Some
not
word-
the same.
Some words
L-O,
would
this
transfer
O,
over,
that O.
but not a lot of them.
Get those O wolfsos out of El Hire. Hmm.
Ixnay on the Ulf's way. Got it.
So,
Alright.
last thing Raph would do before going to bed is, in the room, since he realized he wasn't being super subtle earlier, is to inspect the crystal dagger.
All right.
Maybe it's also knock on Saban's door and ask him to take a look at it.
I want to get the room we murdered the guy in. That's the room I want us to sleep in. It's all gonna come full circle.
Oh, Jesus. You would. Just to make Raph think about it, wouldn't you?
Yeah, that's the point. You're gonna sleep where I laid him up and made him look like he was asleep.
And he would be way too
Without a
polite to
face.
say anything about it. Just like, okay. I know you took the Adamanta thing hard, so I'm not gonna say
Hey,
anything.
Zankus, we committed a crime here.
Look at you.
Well,
don't
we
remember.
didn't, and I gestured to Raph.
Technically, I did nothing. That you can.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
I did nothing you can prove. Yeah, pretty much.
We're really good at hiding bodies around
She's thicker than 2-day oatmeal.
here. All right.
So why don't you take the bed, Hogarth, and I'll sleep on the floor.
No.
We're
no.
cuddling.
I
I'm going
insist.
outside.
You
No,
take
really.
the bed.
I mean, you've had a tough day.
But you've had an even tougher one. You were almost turned into a vampire. The antithesis of your being. I
That's true.
insist. You take the bed.
Why don't you both take
I
the
give
bed?
you one of my patented Hogarth smiles.
Why don't you both take the bed?
Why don't you shut your whore mouth, Zinkus?
Throw my hands up
Your
in the air
mouth's
and go
gonna
find
get the
Seven.
whore afterward.
Alright.
There's a cat in here.
Why are you in here, Seven? I bought you a room.
Tried
I
to
imagine
sneak
it
in
is
there,
like
Yeah,
get
no.
in the bed while they were arguing.
Nope.
thank you.
Oh, what big eyes you have, Seven.
That's a stealth of 12. That's not.
They're better to undress you with.
No, it's awful.
Yeah,
Oh,
my passive is 11 though, so
My passive is like 17. What's my passive?
Yeah,
Hogarth
so.
wouldn't see me, and that's the one that
Sorry,
matters.
Nope.
18.
don't make me give you the smolder, Raph. I'll give you the smolder.
Oh dear.
And Scully?
Nice.
I'm so
That's
easily
pretty good.
distracted. I do check show 7 the crystal dagger though, and take a look at it and see what's going on with that.
Yeah, I'll
Is
use
it a
identify.
dagger? Is it a scythe? Is it a
We'll identify everything we don't have identified.
That's fair.
So a dagger.
So that is a crystal dagger made out of mostly mundane crystal, really more than anything else. It's just, tempered to the point where it can actually be used as a weapon, and really seems to serve no other purpose than ceremonial purposes. Perhaps ritualistic purposes, but that's difficult to tell just from an identify spell. That would require more sort of like,
Religious shit.
yeah.
Cultist experience.
there be anything in sort of any role I could make for religion or anything like that?
Well, I mean,
It's a
sorry about that. Seven would be able to look at it, and with his background in archaeology, would be able to tell you that it's essentially what it looks like is something that would be important to culturally to whatever culture used it. Now,
All right.
Yeah.
So I'll tuck it into my bag of holding.
There's a picture.
And then I'll also just last thing is take out and inspect some of the gold dust.
I
Yeah.
like that picture.
that's a pretty good picture. So the gold dust seems to have similar properties to the red dust, but not the same.
works
And
good.
in some cases, yes, more volatile.
Okay, does it seem like it's of equally high quality as the red dust?
Yes.
Okay. So then Raph climbs back into bed, but not like a person would. Like circles around and then lays down.
I cuddle up next to him. I'm still in the room.
What? Dude, I bought you a room. Why are you here?
You're ruining everything.
Why are you doing this?
You know what? Both of you sit in your own guilt. I'm going to your room, Seven. Seven.
Get into the room and there's hairballs everywhere.
Cloudy.
Disgusting cat. Now you've got your own room. Why?
And that you said Seven and I had a room.
You had a separate room. Alright, I'll fucking go to his room.
Man,
I go to Taxi's room.
I
There's
follow.
no fur balls. Oh, no, I shut the door before he gets in there.
My room you're in.
Go away, Taxi. I'm trying to sleep.
I got something to help you sleep.
No, I don't want it.
He's talking about the dick.
I got it though.
I don't want it.
lay on the floor blowing gouts of smoke under the door.
Vacation, bro.
That's how I spend my long rest, is trying to like get him to stop.
You can crawl outside with me.
Yeah, like I'll climb out the window and go up top with Zankus.
Oh.
Immediately starts to rain. No,
I assume you have like a tent or something set up there, Zankus? Or you just
sleep under the
sleep-
sky.
Sleeping on the roof.
Zankus, I'm coming up here with you. Everyone's crazy.
Sleeping on the roof.
Sitting
Yeah.
on the toilet.
So I have a passive perception of 18.
Oh,
Do I
nice.
hear him climbing up to the roof?
I'm
Yes.
2 rooms down.
I nudge 7 and I say,
I could probably hear him. I got a.
Now
15.
we're alone.
I think we're alone. I think I hear some people climbing up to the roof. Aren't you curious about what they're doing up there?
You always gotta bring in the
No.
curiosity, don't you?
Tired.
It
Really?
is
I
kind
mean,
of
they
what
could be
Tabaxi are
doing
known
up
for.
there. I wonder if they're doing like some ritual under the moon.
Isn't that your stick?
Usually, but I mean, I don't know all the under the moon rituals. And I'm wearing clothes, so obviously I'm not doing one.
Why are you wearing clothes? Huh?
With a passive perception of 18, I managed to miss that.
In the back of your mind, you're like, clothing's optional for these people.
Oh.
Animal people, that's optional.
So, are you still trying to cuddle me at this point?
No, I'm just gonna lay in there.
He's successfully cuddling me.
You trying to slide in them DMs.
Because I was just gonna cast bark skin on myself and become really uncomfortable.
No, it's
Cats like trees.
Claw.
Yeah.
That's true.
Scratching most.
Scratch.
You become scratching.
Be
I
like
take it back,
the
I take
Whomping Willow from Harry Potter with Crookshanks, you know, paralyzes it.
No, I wouldn't be. That was a-
I'll cast Good Berry before I go to bed and conjure 10. And then just at this point, Raph would be so exhausted he'd just give up and fall asleep.
Alright.
I'd like to imagine Taxi like blows smoke into the room all night. Not knowing I'm on the
Passes
roof.
out in the hallway.
So another room, pointless. 2.
Eventually, all the rooms will be pointless.
They're gonna double charge you for all the smoke in the room. These are no smoking rooms, sir.
I'm pretty sure they're the ones that sold him the Wasp. I don't think they'll have a problem with it.
These rooms have been used for worse. Hence the murder.
Like murder.
Like murder.
Alleged murder.
You can't prove anything.
Sometime in the middle of the night, I get up and walk out, but I leave a femur next to his head.
What are you listening to,
Megan
Cameron?
Cameron.
What?
Megan.
I just leave Draken's femur next to Raph's head and I go out.
I
wouldn't
always
call it a
forget
rat
that
at
you
all.
have that.
We're probably going to resurrect him at some point in time in order to
Right?
upset the trading company and Tengu's plans. Sorry, did I say that out loud?
Totally.
You're just mumbling that in your sleep.
My next
Sean?
my next
Yes.
spell book I'm
I'm
gonna
judging
get from
you
him
pretty
are
hard
holy
right
spells.
Oh yeah,
Why?
they're really like
That bee drill.
Raph.
Oh my god, you did get that book of necromancy!
I did.
I
Raph,
didn't mean to send that to you.
You didn't send it to me.
Wow.
You reblogged it. It's out there for everybody to see.
but yeah, Raph probably
Well,
does
you
just
shouldn't
mumble
look at
evil
my,
plans in his sleep.
My
Sean.
Tumblr.
I'm judging you.
I go over to the room
That's
across
up
the
to you.
hall. That's
Why does she
equally
got a
as big.
titty in the middle of her chest?
I'm sorry, what?
That's not what the picture is.
Uh,
He's making shit up now.
No, I'm not. I'll send it to you.
Don't.
I'll send it to you.
These two.
Sean reblogged a picture.
And that's
of
where we're gonna call it
Beedrill.
tonight, folks.
Yeah, that is. Cameron, I don't go on there telling people all the shit you reblog.